Hello, and how are you? Welcome to Loop America. We're glad you're with us here on Seminole TX Media. No radio tonight, but we've got all the YouTube channel going. Rob Franklin along with Tabitha Franklin here, and we're finishing the A game in the junior high. And so everything being played on Thursday night is making things a little different. So Lorenzo has got the lead here. No, it's tied at 26, It's tied at 26 with a minute 11 left in the A game in the junior high. And we'll get you all of the high school game as soon as this junior high game goes final. Tabitha, how does it feel to be at a six-man game?
It's pretty fun. I like the change of pace.
It's neat, isn't it?
Yes.
So we're doing this as an experiment here on Seminole TX Media. Again, not running on KSEM. We're just running strictly on YouTube. And we'll get you a little six-man football here. This is the junior high A team finishing out with about a minute 11 left in the ball game. We don't have names for these kids, but we'll get you a little play-by-play for this. Lorenzo has the possession. Again, remember in six-man, it's 15 yards for a first down, and it's a 40-yard field, and the guy that takes the snap can't advance it, so he'll have to pitch it back. We got mustard on the lettuce. We had a flag fall, and the quarterback for Lorenzo will be brought down but hold everything. Mr. Official threw a flag. Now he's picked it up, and Coach Chesley's all over him like a bad sandwich. 53 seconds left in this junior high game. No overtime in this. If it's tied at 26, it'll be over. It'll be sayonara. So 50 seconds left in this, in the junior high game, and as soon as it's over, it's procedure against Lorenzo. That'll cost him 5 yards. Actually, I think Coach Chesley's going to decline it. So 50 seconds left here in the junior high game. Tied at 26, and yes, ties count. In junior high, it'll be over. Now Lorenzo has it, being rushed by Luke. He'll pitch it back, and that's the thing about six-man football. It can be wild and woolly. Look like a block in the back they missed. And nope, they're going to throw the flag. We got mustard on the lettuce. Somebody broke the rules of football, Tabitha. They're going to bring this back.
Mm-hmm.
So 32 seconds left, and I believe there was a block in the back here toward the end. If you want to shout out, text us at 432-212-4311. If you're watching from anywhere around there, we'd love to hear from you. We're just excited to get you Loop football out here on a Thursday night. Loop playing the Lorenzo Hornets. And again, we're finishing the junior high game here. We'll see what the call is. Tabitha running the, blocking the back. Tabitha running the camera for us. That'll cost him 10 yards. Now 32 seconds left. In the fourth, it's tied 26-26 again. This is the junior high A team. Since we had a varsity game on Thursday night, we're playing the junior highs early, and then we'll have the varsity out here in just a bit. As soon as this goes final, as soon as this one goes final, we'll take a break and come back and get you a pregame show to get this one started. Lorenzo with possession here in the junior high game. Now another flag on the play, some more mustard on the lettuce. Throw is incomplete. Another penalty with 28 seconds in the fourth quarter that would never end. Again, if you're out there watching, send us a text, 432-212-4311. We'd love to hear from you. We appreciate Heath Blackman letting us come out and cover the game today. I understand we've got folks from Lorenzo that are going to be watching tonight as well. So, again, six-man football. Penalty was declined. Six-man football, a 80-yard field, 1st and 15. And it's not a Gaines Gym timeout. It's just a timeout, Tabitha.
We can make it a Seminole TX Media timeout.
That's the Seminole TX Media timeout. We'll take a break with them and come right back. back here again on Seminole TX Media. We're getting the end of the junior high A game here. Lorenzo against Loop. And again, don't have rosters for our junior high kids, so we'll just work our way through this. Lorenzo with possession with 28 seconds left. And they're on about the 27-yard line. Pitch, they'll run a little reverse here. Loop covers it well. And they're going to drag him down. The Longhorns will drag him down for a sack, but we got more laundry on the field. And I believe that's going to be a face mask, and it is. So that's going to cost Loop some yardage with 20 seconds left in the junior high game that'll never end. Tied at 26. And if this one ends tied at 26, that's just what it'll be, because the varsity game's scheduled to start at 7. So they'll mark off the face mask against the junior high Longhorns. Again, shout-outs at 432-212-4311. Reminder, we'll have Indian football tomorrow night on all platforms, so we'll be on the radio for that. As they play Denver City, 6:15 pregame show, 7 o'clock kick on all platforms on KSEM. And then Saturday night, or Saturday afternoon, get your Maidens volleyball live from Greenwood. 20 seconds left here. Lorenzo with the ball in the junior high game. Now the Hornets with possession will have the little throw in the flat. And the Longhorns read the play well with 10 seconds left. Now 9 seconds, and the play will be blown dead. A loss of about 3 yards. And we have a Lorenzo timeout. So we'll take a Seminole TX Media break and be right back. Back once again here on Seminole TX Media. We're getting the end of the Loop junior high game. This is the junior high A game. It's tied at 26 with 9 seconds left, and Lorenzo with the ball. If this ends in a tie, it will just end in a tie. Lorenzo will take the snap, get it to the running back, a fumble. Now the ball's loose, bodies everywhere. Loop's going to pick it up and headed toward the end zone, dragging bodies all over the place, and be brought down at the 3, and the game is over. No time left on the clock, and it'll be 26-26 a final in the junior high game. All right, Tabitha, we'll take a break. We come back, we'll get you the pregame show for the high school game. You're listening, you're watching Seminole TX Media. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the northeast side of Gaines County at Loop, Texas. Rob Franklin and Tabitha Franklin on Seminole TX Media. YouTube only tonight, no radio. We've got the Loop Longhorns taking on the Lorenzo Hornets. We're looking forward to this one. Should be a great time had by everybody. Let's get you lineups real quickly while the teams are warming up. For Lorenzo, the Hornets are currently 2-2 on the season. Head coach is Brian Sepkowitz. Number 2, Savvy Garcia. Number 3, Azarian Luna. He's a senior. Number 4, Cameron Valentine. He's a senior. Number 5, Keegan Cisneros is a junior. Number 6, Jaden Lazoya, a junior. Number 8, Gavin Horn, a junior. Number 11, Dallas Phillips. He's a senior. Number 12, Marciano Garcia. He's a senior. 15, Mario Reyna is a freshman. 16, Eddie Lopez, a freshman. 18, Jonathan Torres, a junior. And 33, Uriah Villegas. He is a junior. As we said, Lorenzo is 2-2 on the season. The Loop Longhorns, coached by Bear Chesley, assisted by Bobby Avery, 0-3 on the season. Number 1 is Landon Lowen. He's a junior. Number 2, Cody Wall, a freshman. Number 3, Jesse Wall. He's a freshman. Number 7, Dominique Esquivel. He is a senior. Number 12, Rowan Rodriguez. He's a junior. 14, Hayden McConnell. He is a junior. 16, Aiden Estrada is a senior. 19, Brian Weeb, a junior. 22, Israel Avalos, a junior. 25, Brody Stanfield. He's a sophomore. 33, Corbin Wheeler. He's a freshman. And 55, Creed Blackman. He is a senior. Let's get you some background on this game real quick. Again, if you're just new to six-man, it's a 40-yard field. It's 1st and 15, not 1st and 10. The person that gets the ball snapped to him can't advance past the line of scrimmage. You got to pitch it behind you or behind the line, and if you get it back, now you can advance. Extra points, if you run it in, it's 1. If you kick it in, it's 2. So it's craziness. All kinds of fun stuff with an 80-yard field. Lorenzo lost to Roby 59-50. They lost to Guthrie 69-58. They beat Wilson 62-12 and beat Southland 65-19. Next week they will host Meadow. Loop has lost to Crest 40-18, Grady 57-6, and Meadow 50-32, and they were off last week. And next week, Loop will face Midland TLCA, and I think that one is in Midland. So Loop will be there. So we've got 10 minutes up on the clock. Teams are still warming up. Now, we may break here for the national anthem in a moment, but we're looking forward to bringing this game to you live here on Seminole TX Media. Again, if you want to shout out 432-212-4311, send us a text, and we'll shout you out on the air here on Seminole TX Media. No KSEM 106.3 tonight. We'll have that for you tomorrow night. We'll get you Seminole Indian football as they host Denver City. Pre-game show at 6:15. Coach Greg Pointer interview will come your way then. And the kickoff is at 7 o'clock on all platforms on KSEM. Then that'll be followed by the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard Show 10 to midnight on 106.3 in the website. You can catch up with all the scores from the games. No Tech game on Saturday, but we will have Maiden Volleyball Saturday on 106.3 on the website and right here on this YouTube channel. Maiden's 1-0 in district, beat Fort Stockton Tuesday night. And we'll get that game to you live. Loop Lady Longhorns will play out here tomorrow. I believe that game's at 10 o'clock in the morning. Might be 11. I think it's 11 o'clock in the morning as they'll play the 323 Warriors team out of Lubbock. Coach Garibaldi and her bunch here at Loop will be playing tomorrow right before noon here at Loop. So good luck to them as well. Looking forward to that. Of course, we got Hometown Pride, the Picket Show tomorrow at 10:05 right here on YouTube. Varsity's at 11, thank you. So JV at 10 and Varsity 11 for Loop tomorrow here, playing 323 Warriors. As we said, tomorrow we'll get you Hometown Pride, the Picket Show, starting at 10:05 a.m. on all platforms. We have the knuckleheads, low-level celebrities, and just overall idiots picking football games out at the Corner Store Travel Center live from 10:05 to 11. We'll always look forward to having that show for you on all platforms and right here on the YouTube channel. Teams are still warming up. We'll take a quick break, and we come back. We'll get the start of this one. You're watching Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back here on Seminole TX Media's YouTube page. As we're in Loop, Texas, we'll call it Loop Earth tonight. We're on Earth at Loop. Tabitha Franklin along with me, spinning everything on the ones and twos. Thanks for running the camera. Appreciate you.
Keeping it going for you.
Having fun out here?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty neat, isn't it?
I love six-man football. It's fun.
It's going to be a blast. If you're watching closely here on YouTube, Loop will be in the red uniform with the white box numbers and the red number inside. Kind of a cool old-school look for Loop. Lorenzo in a gray uniform with purple trim, and they're the Hornets. Of course, Loop's the Longhorns. And again, six-man football rules a little different. 80-yard field. So if I get twisted and say something that's a 50, there's no such thing as a 50 in this game. But first and 15, it's 15 yards to get a first down. Whoever the ball is snapped to, they can't advance the football past the line of scrimmage. But if they want to advance it, they can pitch it to a back and get it back and then advance. So those rules are a little bit different. And then on the kicking game, of course, a field goal is 3 points. It's hard to kick field goals in six-man because you only got 4 blocking, and you can rush 6. So that pulls up for extra points. If you run it in, it's a point for the extra point. If you kick it in, it's 2 points. Just the opposite as it is in 11-man. So a little bit different, but we look forward to getting you this game going here on Seminole TX Media. Longhorns 0-3 right now, in a rebuilding year. Had some really, really quality seniors graduate last year, and a bunch of kids now playing that are learning their way through and trying to get better. And we look forward to seeing them play. They lost to Cress, Grady, and Meadow. The game at Meadow here in Loop was 50-32, so they were showing some progress in that one. And Lorenzo's 2-2. They've lost to Roby and Guthrie, two pretty strong teams, and then beat Wilson and Southland pretty soundly. And then next week, Lorenzo will host Meadow, and Loop will travel to Midland TLCA. And again, Loop volleyball on Saturday at 11 a.m. They'll be playing the 323 Warriors, which is a private school out of Lubbock. And that'll be at 11 o'clock. And then back in Seminole tomorrow. We'll get you Indian football at 6:15 as they host the Denver City Mustangs. 6:15 pregame show and 7 o'clock kick on all platforms. We'll have the YouTube page going and on radio as well. And then Saturday, we'll get you Maidens volleyball live on all platforms as they travel to Greenwood at 12 noon, 1-0 in district. And they'll look to extend that, playing against the Greenwood Rangerettes. We'll get that game to you live on Saturday. And, of course, tomorrow you get the Coach Greg Pointer interview at 8:05 on the radio platforms. And then Hometown Pride, the Picket Show, will come your way 10:05 to 11 live from the Corner Store Travel Center as we pick games and talk trash and have a wonderful time. This game's unsullied by corporate sponsorship. No advertising in this one, so we're just waiting for the beginning. We'll take another break as the teams warm up. We'll come back. We'll get you the start of this one. You're listening to Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. We welcome you back to Seminole TX Media. Tabitha will go live on the video here as the teams are lining up, getting ready to start. We're going to get the school songs for both schools here in a moment. And then we'll get the national anthem. When we get time for the anthem, we'll take a break and come back and get you the start of this one. So we got Loop taking on Lorenzo in six-man football. Glad you're with us here on Seminole TX Media. An offshoot of, I guess, the Seminole Sentinel and KSCM 106.3. Fair enough, Tabitha?
Yeah, pretty fair enough.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a school song to play?
I don't think Lorenzo brought the band, and they may not have anybody to do the song. Oh, they're about to play their song? All right.
Here they go.
I'll turn that up.
I'm sorry.
Got the Lorenzo school song in. Now we'll have the Loop school song, and Tabitha will get the Loop bench if we can get the camera down there low enough. And there was your Loop Longhorn School song. Field looks a little different. We'll take a break and come back after the national anthem.
Remain standing for a brief moment of silence, please.
We welcome you back here to Loop, Texas. We've got the Longhorns taking on the Lorenzo Hornets. Loop 0-3, Lorenzo 2-2, and we're ready to play football, six-man football. If I say 50-yard line, I'm sorry. We'll get it fixed.
I'll smack you a couple times.
Atta
We'll get
girl.
it.
Atta girl. Loop's going to come out of their tunnel, Tabitha. We got it to our right. Hope we can get over there. Might be a little tight.
I can work the magic.
Atta girl.
There we go.
We'll get you Longhorns coming out of the tunnel. We'll have the captains meet at midfield for Loop. Hayden McConnell, along with Brian Weeb, Dominic Esquivel, and Rowan Rodriguez.
For your Loop Longhorns are Hayden McConnell.
We'll get the toss at midfield and figure out which direction we're going. Glad you're with us here on Seminole TX Media. No radio tonight, just video. And for Lorenzo, number 11, Dallas Phillips, along with number 6, Jaden Lazoya, and number 2, Savi Garcia. The captains will meet at midfield. We'll determine which is going to go which direction. And again, if you're unfamiliar with six-man football, 80-yard field, 40-yard line's a midfield line. 1st and 15. And the direct snap can't be advanced past the line of scrimmage. You got to pitch it back to somebody or around to somebody for that one to be eligible. It's a lot of fun. A 1-point conversion is running, a 2-point conversion is a kick, opposite of 11 men. The captains are talking at midfield, and not a dazzle of zebras, just 2 of them, Tabitha, not a whole dazzle,
Not a hold up.
just 2 of them. So it looks like Loop is deferring to the second half, and Lorenzo will have the ball first. Again, a reminder, we'll get you Indian football tomorrow night. The Seminole Indians take on
Loop is deferring.
Denver City,
Lorenzo will get the ball.
and Loop will defer to the second half, and Lorenzo will get the ball first. We'll have everything live tomorrow on radio, video, and everything else. We're doing just full video tonight, and we're ready to play football. Loop's going to run out of the tunnel. We'll get that for you. We're super excited to be out here in Northeast Gaines County. No commercials tonight,
Longhorn fans, if
and
you're
we'll
on
get
the
it running.
field, and let's welcome our Loop
A
Longhorns.
special thank you to Superintendent Heath Blackman for having us out here, and Coach Bear Chesley for letting us come. There's your Loop Longhorns coming out of the tunnel. And we're ready to play football in Loop America on Seminole TX Media. It's an offshoot of KSEM 106.3 and the Seminole Sentinel. Loop coached by Bear Chesley and Bobby Avery. And Lorenzo coached by Brian Sepkowitz. And Loop will be kicking into the setting sun in the west. Fastest show on Cotton Dirt. We look forward to bringing that to you here live on Seminole TX Media. Shout-outs at 432-212-4311. We'd love to hear from you. Give us a text. We'll get it out there to you. Loop Volleyball Saturday at 11 a.m. against the 323 Warriors. If you want to come out here and support. Seminole Maiden Volleyball will be at Greenwood on Saturday at 12 noon, and we'll get you that game live on all platforms here on Seminole TX Media and all the radio platforms. So Loop will kick it off to Lorenzo. Deep for the Hornets is number 2, Savi Garcia. And the kicker for Loop, number 12, Rowan Rodriguez. We're ready to get this thing going. Kick is short and bounding. And Lorenzo will fall on it, number 12. Marciano Garcia will fall on it right around the 36-yard line. So Lorenzo will have it at their own 36.
Looks like the ball is started on the 36.
First and 15, just underway. 1 second off the clock, 10-minute quarters. And we're ready to play football. Lorenzo in a spread formation. It looks like Dallas Phillips will take the initial snap. He'll take it and pitch it back. And that's Garcia throws it back to Phillips up the field. He's got all kinds of room down the right sideline. He'll get about a 20-yard gain and be taken out of bounds on the Loop 20-yard line. So a first down for Lorenzo. It'll move the chains. About a 20-yard gain for Lorenzo down to the Loop 22. 9:43 and counting in the first quarter here on Seminole TX Media. Again, shout-outs at 432-212-4311. Text us if you're out there listening or watching. Lorenzo with possession. And the snap taken by Phillips. He'll pitch it back to Garcia. Moving left, flushed out, and now forced out of bounds. Good play by Loop's number 7, Dominic Esquivel. 9:15 left in the first. Second and 15 for Lorenzo from the Loop 22-yard line. Again, a beautiful night for football. I think the high was only 80 degrees today, and it's starting to drop as the sun sets for a pretty evening.
It's been a wonderful day with the weather.
It has been. And to make our way out here to Loop and be a little bit different than what we've been covering before, it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
And no commercials. How about that? No commercials. All right, Phillips in the shotgun for Lorenzo. Second and 15 from the Loop 22. He'll take the snap, pitch it to Garcia. He's looking, now pressured. Flushed right, headed toward the line of scrimmage. He airs it out down the field and caught in the corner of the end zone by number 4, Cameron Valentine, and now hold everything. Called it out of bounds, so he was out of bounds making the catch, so it's incomplete. Thought there might have been some mustard on the lettuce there. There wasn't a flag, so he was out of bounds.
Flag on the play.
No flag at all, so it was just he was out of bounds. Bring up 3rd and 15. It looked like Valentine had caught it in the corner of the end zone, and feet were out of bounds. Again, shout-outs to 432-212-4311. 9:04, the clock is stopped here in the first quarter. No score from Loop, Texas, northeast corner of Gaines County. Glad you're with us on Seminole TX Media. 3rd and 15 for for Lorenzo from the Loop 22-yard line. Phillips in the shotgun. Garcia behind him. Garcia will have the ball ready to throw and can advance. Moving right, flushed, being pressured by Avalos. He'll air it out. Caught around the 10 to the 5-yard line. And that will get a first down for Lorenzo to number 11, Dallas Phillips. And he'll get about 15 yards. And the tackle made around the 5-yard line. So first and goal for Lorenzo from there with 8:43 and counting left in the first. No score here between Loop and Lorenzo on Seminole TX Media. Lorenzo has it first and goal at the 5. And again, Phillips in the shotgun with Garcia behind him. Phillips will take the snap and pitch it forward. Incomplete, intended for number 12, Marciano Garcia. I don't think he was ready for it. A little trickeration there, didn't work. Bring up second down and goal from the 5-yard line. 8:16 left in the first. No score here. Again, if you're out there watching or listening, we'd love to hear from you at 432-212-4311. And Lorenzo, second down and goal from Loop's 5-yard line. And again, that quick pitch was toward the center because everybody's eligible. Phillips in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Back to Garcia. He's eligible to run. Moving right. Still looking. Airs it out. Thrown. Caught. Touchdown for number 18, Jonathan Torres. And that'll be a 5-yard touchdown pass. So a 5-yard pass from Garcia to Torres finishes a 5-play drive. Now an extra point attempted to kick is going to be tried here with Uriah Villegas from Lorenzo. Snap back, the hold down, the kick's blocked. So we'll take a break and come back in just a moment. It's 6-0. Lorenzo's ahead of Loop. Back after this. Welcome back once again here on Seminole TX Media. Let's get you a drive summary real quick. Lorenzo goes 5 plays, 44 yards, ends with a 5-yard pass from Savi Garcia out to Jonathan Torres. The point after was no good. With 8:09 left in the first quarter, it's Lorenzo 7, Loop nothing. Loop will get their first possession here. And Lorenzo to kick it away to Loop. Glad you're with us here on Seminole TX Media. Tomorrow night we'll get you Seminole Indian football, 6:15 pregame show, 7 o'clock kick. And a scramble kick by Lorenzo. It's fielded by Loop at their own 25. And that's Rowan Rodriguez with some room around the left side. Will be forced out of bounds, close to midfield, just short of the 40-yard line, and that's where Loop will take over. So Loop will have their first possession down 6-0. Just underway here on Seminole TX Media. So Loop will take over at their own 37. 1st and 15. And as we mentioned before, Loop Lady Longhorn Volleyball Saturday against the 323 Warriors at 11 a.m. here at the Loop Gym. Here's Loop under center with Brian Weeb. Take the snap, handoff, and pitch back to Weeb. Ball's loose, and it's recovered by Lorenzo. So Loop fumbles the football, and Uriah Villegas gets on top of it. So the fumble by Loop will end up getting Lorenzo good field position at the Loop 34. So Loop with possession. Lorenzo with possession at the Loop 34-yard line. 1st and 15, 7:58 left in the first. Lorenzo 6 and Loop nothing. Tomorrow morning we'll have the Coach Greg Pointer show on the radio. Get you an interview from there. And then we'll have Hometown Pride, the Pickett Show live from the Corner Store Travel Center, 10:05 to 11 on all platforms of KSEM 106.3 and Seminole TX Media. Phillips will take the snap back to Garcia with time to throw. Now he's flushed by Creed Blackman. Still looking to throw, airs it out across the middle. Intercepted by Loop, a nice pickoff there. And it is number 12, Rowan Rodriguez gets the interception. So a nice play for Loop there. So Rowan Rodriguez with the pick. And Loop will start their possession at their own 23. So Rowan jumped right in front of that. Now Loop in business after their early turnover. Now Lorenzo has one. It'll be Loop football. Their own 23 with 7:45 left in the first. And it's not on the CK Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing scoreboard.
Nope, you're on Seminole TX Media.
You're
Come
on
now, Rob.
Seminole TX Media. That's right. Brian Weeb under center will pitch it back to the man with the pick. Rowan Rodriguez coming left, fighting through blockers, still moving forward to get an 11-yard gain, and now fumble. And it's taken by number 2, Savi Garcia, and he'll run it back 35 yards for a touchdown. Wow.
Rob, you don't see this every day in 11-man football.
No, you don't.
6-man football, ooh, it's just fun.
So Savi Garcia with a 35-yard fumble recovery. And 2 early turnovers for Loop proved costly. And now Loop's down 12-0 now with 7:31 left. It really looked like that Savi Garcia just ripped the ball out of Rowan Rodriguez's hands. Now Uriah Villegas to try for 2 points here for Lorenzo. And Loop can rush all 6. Here's the snap. It gets away. And now Lorenzo's going to have to scramble and try to make something happen here. They'll throw it to an eligible receiver. Incomplete. We'll take a break. Loop down 12-0 with 7:31 left in the first. You're watching Seminole TX Media. Back here once again in Loop America. The Longhorns down 12-0 with 7:31 left in the first. Turnovers have been the ball game. Loop's fumbled twice. Lorenzo's fumbled once. Or Lorenzo had an interception. So Lorenzo will kick from their own 30. Uriah Villegas will kick it back to receive for Loop. Deep will be number 12, Rowan Rodriguez, who got the interception earlier. Again, shout-outs at 432-212-4311 if you're watching some 6-man football tonight. Scramble kick is gathered up by Loop. 14 will fall on it, Hayden McConnell. And it'll be Loop football at their own 36. Are you having fun watching this, Tabitha?
I'm having a lot of fun watching. I have to keep in mind myself, I'm running the camera. I can't get – I have this big window right here in front of me. I can't just sit there and watch.
Get wrapped up in it. Fun 6-man atmosphere out here. Appreciate Heath Blackman having us out here. He hooked us up. He hooked Tabitha up with a hamburger and some
cheeseburger and
that's right.
Chips and Skittles.
Of course, I can't eat something before a game. Y'all don't want to hear me burp that while we're on the air.
It's okay. I'll eat it for you.
Atta
You
girl.
know this.
Way to go. 7.5 left in the first quarter. Loop down 12-0. See if the Longhorns can make a play. We will do a wrap-up, and you'll hear the wrap-up of this game on the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard Show tomorrow night, 10 to midnight. We'll do a full wrap-up on this game. Brian Weeb will take the snap, pitch it back to Rodriguez, fighting through blockers. Has room up the right sideline, and he fumbles again. The ball's out of bounds, but Loop will keep it. And Rodriguez is going to be very, very close to first down yardage. We'll give him a 14-yard run on that. He'll probably bring up second down about 1.5 yards as he gets into Lorenzo territory. They're going to call it second down and 1 yard. Are they saying
they're
that?
saying Lorenzo recovered the fumble.
Let's
so
see
it's
if
their ball.
Oh, there was some confusion with the officials. Lorenzo did not recover the football. They recovered it out of bounds. So that means it stays Loop football. 2nd and 1 from the Lorenzo 31. So we didn't have a dazzle of zebras gather there for a moment.
We did not. We just had a couple.
Yep. So Brian Weeb to the sideline to get the play call from Bear Chesley and Bobby Avery, the coaches for Loop. 2nd and 1 for the Longhorns, 7:20 left in the first. We will take the snap. Quick inside handoff. Loop runner coming up the right sideline. That's number 7, Dominique Esquivel. He'll get the first down at about a 6-yard gain down to the 25-yard line of Lorenzo. 1st and 15 for Loop. From that point, 7:15. And the clock rolling here in the first. Loop down to Lorenzo 12-0. Here early in Northeast Gaines County. Enjoy the drive out here, Tabitha?
Of course I did.
Of course you did. Just sneak through Seagraves to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And Weeb under center. Will hand off to Rodriguez. Coming right with a block. Moving forward. Give him about 6 yards on the gain right up the gut. 3rd play of the drive. Gets to the 20 of Lorenzo. 6:38 and counting. Left in the first. Bring up 2nd and 10. Got to get the nose of the football past the Lorenzo 10-yard line for a first down. Again, shout-outs at 432-212-4311. We'd love to hear from you if you're out there. 2nd and 10 for Loop. Weeb under center. Fakes the inside handoff. Pitches it back to Rodriguez. All kinds of room. Down the left sideline. Touchdown Longhorns. A 20-yard run for number 12, Rowan Rodriguez. Great run there on the outside. So Rowan Rodriguez, 20-yard run to finish a 4-play drive. 4-play, 44-yard drive. And now Rodriguez will try the extra point for 2 here. And Weeb to hold. 6:08 left in the first. Snap back, hold down, the kick's up, and it is good. So the 2-point kick good. Luke down 12-8. They're back in it. We'll have more after this on Seminole TX Media. Back on Seminole TX Media, Rob Franklin and Tabitha Franklin. Loop right back in this with an 8-point score there. A 4-play, 44-yard drive ended with a 20-yard run by Rowan Rodriguez. He also kicked the 2-point conversion with 6:08 left in the first. It's Lorenzo 12, Loop, Longhorns 8. Rodriguez will kick. And we're ready to get rolling. Kicks a low line drive, fielded around the 35-yard line by Lorenzo, and that's where they'll start their possession. 1st and 15. This has been interesting, Tabitha, hasn't it?
It has.
First and 15 for the Hornets.
So Lorenzo will have it at their own 35. 12-8, loop down to Lorenzo. And again, we'll get a full wrap-up of this game, and it'll play on the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard Show 10 to midnight on 106.3 in the website. So 12-8. And now Lorenzo in a bunch formation in the backfield. He'll pitch it back to Garcia. He's eligible to run. Fakes the pass, moving left, flushed out. Here's the throw. Caught at the 20 to the 15, forced out of bounds. A 36-yard gain for Lorenzo to number 18, Jonathan Torres. And Loop will have it first and goal.
Lorenzo will have it first.
Sorry, Lorenzo will have it first and goal at the Loop 13.
First and goal.
It's hard to remember it's goal from the 13. And they're in the Seminole Sentinel Red Zone. We can do that one.
Yes, you can.
Subscribe to the Seminole Sentinel at SeminoleSentinel.com. We get lots of Loop coverage in there, lots of Seagrave coverage, not just Seminole, all kinds of fun stuff in there. So go
Everyone
subscribe.
in Gaines County.
Everybody in Gaines County. Try to show them some love. Dallas Phillips in the shotgun. With Valentine beside him, Garcia behind him. He'll pitch it back to Garcia, rolling right. With time throws. Caught. Down and into the end zone. Number 12 for Marciano Garcia, and that'll be a 13-yard touchdown on the second play of the drive. So a 13-yard pass from Savi Garcia to number 18, or actually it's 16, which is Marciano Garcia. Now Lorenzo up 18-8. They'll try a two-point kick here as well. So we'll wait for the two-point conversion here on the kick. Again, in six-man, a kick is worth two. Now they're going to fake it, throw it across the middle. Almost picked by Loop. Lorenzo 18, Loop 8, 5:48 left in the first. You're listening and watching on Seminole TX Media. Back here again on Seminole TX Media at Loop. The Longhorns down 18-8 to Lorenzo. 5:48 left in the first quarter. Lorenzo goes two plays at 45 yards. It ends with a 13-yard pass from Savi Garcia to Marciano Garcia. Point after was no good. The kick is up and away, and Loop will fall on it. I believe that was Hayden McConnell will fall on it at his own 35.
Number 14.
Yep, Hayden McConnell. Turn you up a little bit so I can hear you. There you go.
Sorry, I'm soft-spoken. You know this.
That's right. But I'm old and deaf, too, and we got a crowd mic, so we're good to go.
We're getting everyone.
Small crowd, big crowd for Loop, though. Everybody's out here. 5:47. Loop will start from their own 35, down 18-8 with 5:47 left in the first. Weeb takes a snap, pitches. Quick jet sweep to Escobar. Has some room up the sideline. Breaks a tackle. Still going. He might get them all. Cross across the middle. He'll get tackled at the 6-yard line. Give him 44 yards and first and goal. A good run by number 7, Dominique Escobar. Puts Loop in position. First and goal from the 7-yard line of Lorenzo. What a run down the right sideline. Tight roping. Got me there.
Oops, sorry.
Tight roping all the way down. Hang on. Losing out here.
There we go.
There we go. Tabitha got her foot caught in the cables.
So many wires.
It's dangerous. 5:37 left in the first. The clock is stopped here. Loop first and goal from the Lorenzo 7. Weeb under center. Rodriguez will take the quick handoff coming left. Breaks a tackle with some room. Headed for the pylon. He'll get them all 7. Touchdown, Loop Longhorns. 7-yard run for Rowan Rodriguez. So a great run by Rowan off the left side. Gets in the end zone. And now Loop will go for the conversion down 18-14, 5:31 left in the first on the CK Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing scoreboard. Give them a little love. They helped fix my air conditioner. I want to give them a little love. So Rodriguez will try the point after.
They fixed a lot of things in my house so far, so yes, give them all the love.
Snap back, hold down. Kick is up, partially blocked. And the PAT will be no good. It's 18-14. Back after this, you're watching Seminole TX Media.
Bring your score to 18 for Lorenzo and 14.
Welcome back to Loop on Seminole TX Media. Longhorns put together a two-play 45-yard drive that ends with a 7-yard run by Rowan Rodriguez. The point after was no good with 5:31 left in the first quarter. It's Lorenzo 18, Loop 14. Here in Loop, Texas, in Northeast Gaines County, we're glad to bring this game to you live on Seminole TX Media, an offshoot of KSEM 106.3 and the Seminole Sentinel. We'll have Indian football tomorrow night, 6:15 pregame show with the Greg Pointer interview, and 7 o'clock kickoff as the Indians host Denver City. We'll get that game to you live on all platforms of KSEM. Pointer's interview will run at 8:05 on the audio platforms. And then at 10:05 we'll have Hometown Pride to Picket Show live from the Corner Store Travel Center where we pick football games. Be fun. Kick is up and away by Loop. All the way toward the end zone. It'll be fielded around the 3-yard line by Lorenzo. Coming right with the block is number 5, Keegan Cisneros. And he'll be forced out of bounds short of the 20-yard line, and that's where Lorenzo will set up shop here in the first quarter. So good coverage there by Loop and forcing them deep in their own territory. Lorenzo will have it at their own, around their own 20-yard line. We'll make sure and let the officials spot it where they want it. Tabitha doing, they'll call it 19. There we go. So Lorenzo will have it at their own 19. Tabitha doing yeoman's work on the camera. It's a little different 6-man, isn't it?
It is definitely a little bit different.
A little different, a little wild. Got the Loop crowd. We got a crowd mic out there. Loop getting after it. We'll get you the band show at halftime. We'll have an interview with the superintendent. Mr. Heath Blackman will come in and talk to us at the halftime. So stick around for that. Lorenzo will take the snap back to Garcia. Rolling, airs it out. Has a receiver wide open. Luna will catch it at the 35 to the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. A 61-yard touchdown pass. And the receiver on that, what number was that? Number 4 was the receiver on that, Cameron Valentine, 61 yards. Garcia to Cameron Valentine.
No, it was number 3.
Oh, it was? Okay, it was number
Number 3.
3, Azarian Luna. Sorry about that. I thought it was 4. So Asarian Luna, number 3, was the one that made the catch for the 61-yard touchdown. The extra point tried by Villegas. The kick is up and blocked. So with 5:10 left in the first, it's Lorenzo 24, Loop 14. Back after this, you're watching Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Seminole TX Media. The Loop Longhorns down to Lorenzo, 24-14, 5:10 left in the first. Lorenzo had a one-play 61-yard drive that ended with a pass from Garcia to Zarian Luna. Point after was no good. That makes the score where we are. My son, Blue Franklin, who coached at Lorenzo for a year, knows these kids. He said number 5 is the youngest of 8 siblings. Wow. Kick is bounding and short. And that's going to be illegal. It didn't go 10 yards. Loop will spot it with favorable field position. So Loop gets great field position at the Lorenzo 37. So a short kick. So we'll see if we can get all this going here. So they're at the Lorenzo 37. 1st and 10 for Loop. 5:10 left in the first. As long as that junior high fourth quarter was, the first quarter here is getting to play a rival with it.
Yes.
Getting pretty long.
I will say I'm glad you're keeping up with the math and the yards because my brain would not be able to do it.
You're already confused, huh?
I'm already confused, but
hey, listen, I'm doing a good job of subtracting 20 every time.
Yes,
I'm just subtracting 20. Weeb has it. Pitch it back to Rodriguez. Coming left. Met in the hole and brought down. Good play by Jaden Lazoya from Lorenzo. Be a 1-yard gain, bring up 2nd down, and about 14 for Loop. With 4:55 and counting in the first. Lorenzo 24, Loop 14. We're so glad to bring you this game here on Seminole TX Media, live from Loop America, Loop Earth, in the northeast corner of Gaines County. 1A school. Longhorns get after it out here. Saturday, you got Loop versus 323 Warriors at 11 a.m. here in the gym. Coach Garibaldi and her team doing a great job this year. Always responds when I send her a text message for results. I appreciate that. Coach Chesley does too. We try to get their stuff in the paper and on the radio as much as we can. 2nd down and 14 for the Longhorns. Quick pitch to Rodriguez, coming right, trying to break tackles. Now we have a flag come in. Rodriguez still on his feet. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, an 11-yard gain. But wait a minute. What happened, Tabitha?
someone broke the rules.
Someone broke the rules of football, and we got mustard on the lettuce. Attaboy. We've got the PA announcer saying there's mustard on the lettuce. I love it.
Looks like the ball will be moved back. It's going to be spotted at the 34-yard line.
That's our first penalty of the ball game. That's interesting.
Ooh.
It's a hold. So the hold was called on Loop. First penalty of the ball game. Hold called on Loop. So we'll bring up second down and just short of Lamesa. Rolling left is Weeb with time looking. Now he'll air it out back to Rodriguez, and he'll be tackled in the open field. Nice play by Lorenzo's number 4, Cameron Valentine. Might have gained about 3 or 4 yards there, not much more. We'll bring up third down at about 21 for Loop. from their own 37. 3:24 and counting left in the first quarter. Lorenzo ahead of Loop 24-14. Here on Seminole TX Media, shout-outs at 432-212-4311. Send us a text. I know Blue Franklin's out there watching.
Let's go, Longhorn fans. Let's get rowdy.
And here comes the Longhorns. Third and about 21 for Loop. Weeb under center will take the snap. Pitch to Rodriguez. Coming left, gets a block. Has some room. Breaks back. Has more room. Moving ahead. Slippery. And gets all the way down about a yard short of the first down to gain. So give him 19 yards on the carry, and he'll be just short of first down yardage. 2:39, the clock's still moving. Be third down and either 1 or 2. Fourth and 1, and they'll spot the ball at the Lorenzo 23-yard line. 4th and 1, 2:25, and the clock running in the first quarter. Lorenzo 24, Loop 14. Glad you're with us here on Seminole TX Media, an offshoot of KSEM 106.3 and the Seminole Sentinel. Wearing all red today. I got a bunch of funny looks in Seminole. I said, hey, man, I'm calling a Loop game. Let's go. 4th and 1. Loop has a big play right here. Weeb under center. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Quick pitch coming left to Esquivel. All kinds of room. He's going to get them all. 23-yard touchdown run for number 7, Dominique Esquivel. Great run by Dominique around the left side. I'm sorry, right side. Dominique Esquivel on the run. It was a four-play drive for Loop that started at the Lorenzo 37, so it's technically only a 37-yard drive, but they got moved back a little bit. Extra point tried by Rodriguez for 2. The snap's mishandled, and so now Weeb will have to throw it, and they'll get 1 point on the conversion to Esquivel. Loop down 24-21 now. 1:51 left in the first. Back in a minute. You're watching Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop. Glad you're with us. Rob Franklin, Tabitha Franklin on Seminole TX Media. Loop down 24-21. The Longhorns go 4 plays, 37 yards. It ends with a 27-yard run by Dominic Esquivel. Point after for 1 was converted. Loop down 24-21. A minute 51 left in the first quarter. We got us a ball game. Longhorns right back in this thing. We need to get a defensive stop. See if we can make a play here. And I said we're in Gaines County. This is our team. So, by Lorenzo at their own 35, and that's where they'll take over. So now we're on the 11th possession, Tabitha, in the first quarter.
You're running out of room there, Rob?
Yep. So Lorenzo will start at their own 35, 1st and 15, with a minute 50 left in the first quarter. Or we're doing good. How are we doing on charge? 70%. We're doing great. Tabitha spinning everything on the 1s and 2s, making sure it's all running right. Lorenzo with the ball at their own 35-yard line. And Phillips in the shotgun. We'll pitch it back to Garcia, who will throw. Looking, airs it out across the middle. Caught, dropped. Out to Torres. Couldn't gather it up and bring up 2nd down and 15. Again, a reminder, tomorrow night we'll get you Indian football, 6:15 pregame show, 7 o'clock kick as the Seminole Indians play the Denver City Mustangs on all platforms of KSEM and right here on video on Seminole TX Media. Then we'll get Maidens volleyball Saturday as they play in Greenwood at 12 noon. This will be on all platforms as well. 5 broadcasts this week, Tabitha. We're busy.
We have been busy.
2nd and 10. Snap back to Phillips. Pitch to Garcia. Rolling right with time. Now it'll be flush left. Receivers everywhere. He'll throw it across the middle. Complete. And short of first down yardage. Gain of about 13. Nice tackle by Rowan Rodriguez. Catch made by Phillips. To bring up 3rd down at about 3 for Lorenzo. From the loop, 33 with 1:20 and the clock moving mercifully here in the first quarter. I'm an old guy, and this first quarter is longer than my life so far. 1:10 left and the clock moving. 3rd and 3 for Lorenzo. From the loop, 33. And Phillips in the shotgun, takes a snap, pitches to Garcia, looking. Has all kinds of time now pressured. Waiting, ball faking, being corralled. Now he throws it out across the left, incomplete. Good defense by Loop to bring up 4th down and 3. So good coverage and good pressure by Israel Avalos, working on Garcia to force the bad throw to the left, incomplete intended for Jonathan Torres. So bring up 4th down and 3 with 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Not on the CK Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing scoreboard.
No, but we love to give that business some love.
Yep. Better get ready to go.
Yes.
So 4th and 3 for Lorenzo from the loop, 33. And the loop crowd's into it right now, making the rumble. Shaking the camera.
On the camera.
Shaking the camera. I like it. Snap back. Quick pitch forward. They'll get the first down with about a 10-yard gain out to number 12, Marciano Garcia. So he will get the first down on the quick pitch up the middle. Quick pitch to Garcia, and now we'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 15 for Lorenzo from the 26-yard line of loop. 37 seconds left.
37 seconds left in the first quarter.
Here in the first. Here on Seminole TX Media. Glad you're with us. Shout outs at 432-212-4311. And I might have aged 2 or 3 years here in this first quarter. This one's been a long one.
You're still alive over there.
I'm still.
Keeping you alive.
Yep. Clock's
We're
now
just staying
moving
alive.
with 15 seconds. Get a full Bee Gees action going here.
I'm glad you picked up on my Bee Gees reference.
Phillips in the shotgun. I think they're going to let the clock run down to the end of the quarter, and that'll finish the first quarter mercifully. Lorenzo 24, Loop 21. We'll take a break and come right back. You're watching Loop Longhorn football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to the second quarter here on Seminole TX Media. Rob Franklin and Tabitha Franklin. As we're ready to start the second, Lorenzo with the ball, 1st and 15 at the Loop 26. Handoff up the middle. Nothing doing. Read beautifully. Ball's loose. And let's see if Loop got on top of it. They did not. A big play for 22 Israel Avalos, but Lorenzo will lose 2 yards. We'll bring up 2nd down and 17 for Lorenzo from about the 27 or 28 yard, or 20, well, how about 24, Rob? 28, 29? There it is, 29-yard line. Close enough.
We'll get there somewhere on a number line one day.
28, 29, somewhere in there. And Lorenzo lines up in a power formation to the right. Phillips in the shotgun for the Hornets. Pitch it back to Garcia, being pressured. Now moving to his left. Creed Blackman chasing him down. Now forced way back, being double teamed. He better try to get rid of it or his coach is going to kill him. And he gets past Blackman, moving up the left sideline, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by Loop. And a play made by the Longhorns to force a big loss. Can't get that number. Is that 1? It sure is. Landon Lowen with the stop. And Lorenzo forced all the way back to the Loop 36. And it'll be 3rd down and the Dawson County line for Lorenzo. Just short of the Dawson County line. It's a little bit east out there.
Somewhere in that area.
We're going to call it 3rd and roughly 25. Very roughly. For Lorenzo from the Loop 36-yard line. 8-10 and counting now in the second quarter. Pitch back to Garcia with time. Pressured by Blackman. They'll pitch it out, caught by Phillips. He has some room up the middle, but he won't get close to 1st down yardage. He'll gain back the loss, and he'll be about 13 yards short. He'll get about 12 in the game. 4th down and about 13 for Lorenzo here. We'll call it 4th and about 13 from the Loop. From the Loop 24 with 7:36 and counting left in the second quarter. Lorenzo 24, Loop 21. We got a ball game here tonight. This is fun. Shout outs at 432 212 4311. We'd love to hear from you. Clock moving. 7:20. 4th and 13 for Lorenzo. Phillips in the shotgun, Garcia behind him. 2 receivers right and 1 left. Phillips will take the snap back to Garcia. Phillips blocking, Garcia rolling, throws it, has a receiver caught. He did get past 1st down yardage. They'll give him about a 15-yard gain down to Garcia, and they'll spot it at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Here comes the 8th play of the drive for Lorenzo that started at their own 35, is now at the Loop 9-yard line, 6:42 and counting in the first half. And Loop down to Lorenzo, 24-21. If you're looking for the game, search Seminole TX Media on YouTube. Seminole TX Media. So 1st and goal for Lorenzo at the Loop 9-yard line. 6:12 and the clock is moving. Pitch back. Garcia rolling with time looking. He'll pitch it out, caught by Phillips. Trying to break tackles down to the 5. Good job there by Landon Lowen to bring him down short about the 4-yard line. Here comes the 9th play of the drive for Lorenzo at the 4-yard line of Loop, 5:45 and counting. In the first half, we'll have an interview with Superintendent Heath Blackman. At halftime, we'll also get you the Loop band performance. Look forward to that. We don't have any scores from around the area, which we normally have at halftime. Won't have that tonight. We'll get that to you tomorrow night. And we'll do a full wrap-up of tonight's game, and you'll hear that on the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard Show tomorrow night on 106.3 and KIKZKSEM.com. Second down and goal for Lorenzo from the Loop 4. 5-12 and counting. Lorenzo 24, Loop 21. Garcia rolling right, looking. Has time now. Throw it across the middle. Caught! And a touchdown to number 12, Marciano Garcia. That'll be a 4-yard pass and a touchdown. Garcia to Marciano Garcia. With a point after to come. That's a 9-play drive for Lorenzo. The extra point being tried by Uriah Villegas. And the holder is number 2, Savvy Garcia. 5:04, the clock is stopped. Kick is up, it's blocked. So we'll take a break. Lorenzo 30, Loop 21. You're watching Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop. Rob Franklin, Tabitha Franklin on Seminole TX Media. Lorenzo goes 9 plays, 45 yards. It ends with a 4-yard pass from Savi Garcia to Ariano Garcia. The point after was no good. Again, 5:04 left in the first half. Lorenzo 30 and Loop 21. A reminder, tomorrow morning, the Coach Greg Pointer interview comes your way, 8:05 on 106.3 and the website. Hometown Pride, the Pickett Show at 10:05 to 11 live from the Corner Store Travel Center. On video, too, with a bunch of guys that have faces for radio. And then Indian football, live 6:15 pregame show, 7 o'clock kick on all platforms of KSEM 106.3 as the Indians will play Denver City for senior night. Kick is away. Loop is running it down, landing low, and will fall on it around the 26-yard line. That's where the Longhorns will take over this drive, 1st and 15. Now, Tabitha, tomorrow night, if I say 1st and 15 during the Indians game, feel free to smack me.
Okay, will do.
All right, I figured you would. Loop will take over at their own 27.
If I won't, Dustin will.
Yeah, he will. Miss our buddy Dustin Wright. Our friend Bo Wells was going to try to make his way over here, but he had to do his Pickett show tonight, so he couldn't get here. So Tabitha jumping in and helping occasionally on the mic. Appreciate you.
What am I, the third backup?
That's it.
I'm just the backup.
Weeb will hand it off up the middle. Good run ahead for number 7, Dominic Esquivel. Good about 3 or 4 yards. We'll call it 2nd and about 11. 2nd and 12 from the 30-yard line. 4:43 and counting in the first half. Not on the M&S Back-Home Services scoreboard because we're in the second quarter.
No, but it's on the Seminole TX Media
Scoreboard. Atta girl.
Why did I blank on scoreboard? I don't know.
But we can say this. Subscribe to the Seminole Sentinel.
Yes,
We'll get you
can.
coverage, a full story on this ball game in Tuesday's paper in the Seminole Sentinel at SeminoleSentinel.com. Brian Weeb, quick pitch left. Dominic Esquivel breaking tackles, has room across the middle. He's got lots of green in front of him. Let's see if he can outrun him to the 20, to the 10, down to the 5-yard line. 42 yards and a 1st and goal for Dominic Esquivel, a 42-yard scamper, and it puts Loop in great field position. He was slippery as an eel in a barrel full of snot all over the place. That's disgusting, I know. 1st and goal.
Thank you for that visual, Rob.
1st and goal for Loop from the 8-yard line of Lorenzo. 4:02, the clock stopped here in the first half. Lorenzo 30, Loop 21. Weeb Fakes the handoff to Rodriguez. Has the throw for Esquivel. Caught. Touchdown, Longhorns. So the Loop Longhorns with an 8-yard touchdown pass to Esquivel from Weeb. And now they'll try the extra point. So an 8-yard pass from Weeb to Esquivel. And now Rodriguez for the extra point. Snap mishandled. Weeb will try to get rid of it. And the conversion's no good. 3:57 left in the first half. Lorenzo 30, Loop 27. You're watching Loop Longhorn football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop, Texas. Glad you're with us here on Seminole TX Media. As I spilled water on the drive summary, that's not good. We don't need that. Loop went 3 plays, 53 yards. It ended with an 8-yard pass from Brian Weeb to Dominic Esquivel. The point after was no good. 3:57 left in the first half. Lorenzo 30, Loop 27, trying to crawl their way back into this thing. At the half, we'll get an interview with Superintendent. Where'd he run off to, by the way?
Oh, he's over there.
No, he's hiding in the corner. Superintendent Heath Blackman will talk to us at halftime. We'll get you the Loop band as well. Yeah, Blackman's hiding. Short kick by Loop, fielded by Lorenzo at their own 34, we'll call it. And that's where Lorenzo will start this possession.
Ball will be spotted at the 34-yard line.
So Lorenzo at their own 34, 1st and 15. All kinds of craziness going on. Loop Lady Longhorn volleyball on Saturday against the 323 Warriors at 11 a.m. out here at Loop Gym. The JV at 10. Come out and support if you can. We'll get you Maiden volleyball on the radio and on YouTube at noon at Greenwood. Maiden's 1-0 in district. We've lost internet.
No, we have internet, but
Yeah, it comes just buffering. They'll get the throw and complete to 11 Phillips. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but he'll be close to first down yardage. Pop back up yet?
No.
Give it a second, it will.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still getting bits. We're going to have drop frames, but it'll come up. We're having a little trouble with the video. Bear with us. I don't know why it's flipping out right now unless this thing's hot. And it might be a little hot. It's okay. There it comes. There it comes. It's coming back up. There we go.
Okay.
Hang with us. We'll get you in there. Second down. There it is. We're back. We might need to put it on cool pack at halftime. Lorenzo back to throw with Garcia. 2nd and 2. Has all kinds of time. 3:37. The clock moving. Now he'll be forced out of bounds, forced down the sideline. He'll get the first down yardage and out of bounds. Again, we had some drop frames here on YouTube. Bear with us. The Wi-Fi got a little hot, so hang in there. There you go, Tabitha, sitting on that. For just a little bit, we'll see if that helps. There we go. High tech right here. 3:32. We got the Mi-Fi sitting on a penguin. It's the name of my new punk band. Mi-Fi sitting on a penguin. 3:32 left in the first half. Lorenzo first and 10. First and 15, excuse me, at the Loop 23. Garcia back to throw, has a receiver. Caught at the 20 to the 15. Breaking tackles to the 10 to the 8-yard line. He'll be close to first down yardage. On the catch is Marciano Garcia. He'll be short. They'll mark him right at the 10. Second and about 2 for Lorenzo. 3:08, the clock's moving here in the first half. Lamesa 14-7 over Tulia at halftime. Estacado and Randall tied at 0 at the half. Thank you, Blue Franklin, for that. Getting us some scores for the halftime show.
Let's go, Longhorn fans. Let's get them Longhorns motivated.
Second and 2 from the 10-yard line of Loop for Lorenzo. Phillips in the shotgun, 2:40 clock moving. Pitches back to Garcia, being pressured by Blackman. Forced out. Throw across the middle, caught for a touchdown, a 10-yard catch to number 3, Luna. So a 10-yard completion and a touchdown for Lorenzo. So Azarian Luna with the catch from Garcia. Extra point going to be tried by 33 Uriah Villegas. 2:32 left in the first half. Azarian Luna on the catch. There's a snap. It's too high. Ball's loose, bodies everywhere. Ball is still loose, and the point after is no good. Lorenzo 36, Loop 27. You're listening to and watching Loop Football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop. Rob and Tabitha on Seminole TX Media. Lorenzo with the score. A 4-play, 46-yard drive ends with a 10-yard pass from Savi Garcia to Azarian Luna. The point after was no good. 2:32 in the first half. Lorenzo leads Loop 36-27. Still plenty of time to score in a six-man game, I'll guarantee you. Second quarter clipping along quite a bit faster than the first. And no mustard on the lettuce. Kick is short. It'll be short of the 40-yard line, and Loop will get favorable field position at the Lorenzo 39. There's only been one time we've had mustard on the lettuce. I like it. Only one time breaking the rules of football, Tabitha. That's your thing.
Yes.
We want to hear you.
Only one time it's been broken.
There you go. So Loop will start in plus territory. First and 15 from the Lorenzo 39. Weeb under center. Takes the snap. Cross buck. Out to Rodriguez. Breaking tackles. Moving forward. We'll give him about a 7-yard gain for Rowan Rodriguez with the clock moving at 2:13 and counting in the first half. We'll call it second and about 8 from the 32-yard line. Give him a 7-yard gain on the first move. And now we'll have our first, it's not one, but we'll say it anyway, Gaines Gym timeout at 610 Southeast 2nd in Seminole, where you can work out and grab a protein shake. We'll be back after this. Welcome back once again to Loop, up in the broadcast booth on the steepest stairs in Gaines County. Coming all the way up the bleachers here at Loop. That's a steep walk, isn't it?
It is a steep walk,
It's
yes.
kind of a steep walk.
I'm glad they have that railing, though. Otherwise, I might have been a little worried getting up here.
2nd down and 8 for the Longhorns at the Lorenzo 32. Weave under center. Cross-buck handoff to Esquivel. All kinds of room. Breaking tackles. He'll get the first down to the 20-yard line. Give him an 11-yard gain. 1st and 15. Esquivel in the big run up the middle. 1:57. The clock stops to respot the chains. 1st and 15. For Loop at the Lorenzo 20-yard line. Get the nose of the football past the 5. You'll get a first down. Get it in the end zone. It doesn't matter. Let's go Longhorns. 1:41 left in the first half of the clock running. So excited to bring you Loop football here on Seminole TX Media. It's been a lot of fun tonight.
It has been a lot of fun.
We got a good setup here.
I don't have much of a crowd. Can I get some help down there with the drum roll, please?
120. And now Weeb under center. Esquivel in the backfield. They'll hand it to Dominic. Coming forward, he'll be stopped at the point of attack down to the 2. Got to about a 2-yard gain. Clock still moving with 1:05.
2nd down.
And Chesley still with timeouts. 1 minute
60 seconds
left in the first half. Chesley talking to Weave to get the play in. 54 seconds. 2nd and 13 for Loop at the Lorenzo 18.
Fans, you gotta get rowdy. Come on, let's go.
Weave quickly gets him to the line with 45 seconds left. He'll take the snap, hand it off to Rodriguez, coming left, makes a tackle, down to the 10-yard line, and now Chesley will ask for a timeout with 37.
Oh, Rob, it looks like we've got a down Lorenzo player.
Got an injured player and a timeout, so we'll take a quick break and come right back. You're watching Loop Football on Seminole TX Media. So Loop was not charged for that timeout. There was an injured player for Lorenzo. It's 15, Mario Reina. He's going off the field, being helped off. Looks like a lower body injury. The team and coaches are helping him come out. Now, here we come back. Loop has it 3rd down and about 6 from the Lorenzo 11-yard line. Call it 3rd and 6. Weeb under center. 37 seconds left in the half. Quick pitch to Rodriguez. Has to break a tackle. Moving forward. He'll get down to about the 6. And Chesley will now use his first timeout with 30 seconds left in the first half. Lorenzo 36, Loop 27. Back after this, you're watching Loop Longhorn football on Seminole TX Media. All right, back here in Loop, 4th down, and we're going to call it 1 3/4 yards. From the Lorenzo 6. Weave under center. Fumble the snap. Handed off the first back through, and they're going to be stopped short of first down yardage. A missed exchange trying to get the handoff to Esquivel. And Loop's going to turn it over on downs. Tough break for the Longhorns right there. So over on downs at the Lorenzo 6-yard line. So Lorenzo with 24 seconds and all 3 timeouts in the 15th possession of the first half. We'll have it 1st and 15 at their own 7. 24 seconds left in the first half. Lorenzo 36, Loop 27. Stay tuned for the halftime show. We'll get you the Loop Band and a conversation with Superintendent Heath Blackman. So Lorenzo in the shotgun. Phillips will pitch it back to Garcia. Airs it out down the right side. Has a receiver. Dropped by Cisneros. A little bit far for him with 18 seconds left. Incomplete now. 2nd down and 15 as everybody runs back from Seagraves to get back to the line of scrimmage. If you're in Seagraves, you can stop by Stripes and pick up a Seminole Sentinel.
Yes, you can.
On the newsstands tonight, the Friday issue out tonight. And we'll have a full recap of this Loop game in the Tuesday paper.
Eric Hyman should have it there by now.
Eric Hyman should have the Friday paper there now. 2nd and 15 for Lorenzo from their own 7. 18 seconds left in the first half on the CK Heating, Cooling, playing the scoreboard. That's the first quarter. M&S Backhoe and Services scoreboard in the 2nd quarter.
I can't say I'm shocked you have those memorized.
Getting free advertising, guys. Savi Garcia has it for Lorenzo in his own end zone. Will air it out down the left side. Has a couple of receivers. Incomplete. Good coverage by Rowan Rodriguez as he's back trying to defend. Along with Weeb. Pass intended for Cameron Valentine overthrown. And now 10 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and 15. And we're a good solid hour and a half into the first half of the ball game.
But it's been a good half.
It has been. Good, fun half of football. Lots of scoring. Filling up the drive summary. We'll also get you a full drive summary at the half so you can see what happened in the first half. As we said before, we'll do a full recap and Stephen Orr and Mark Finkner on the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard Show, 10 to midnight on 106.3. You'll hear a recap of this game on that show as well. We'll get you a recap of the Indians game, too. 10 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and 10 for Lorenzo. Garcia from his own end zone. Flushed by Blackman. Rolling left. He's going to keep it and step out of bounds with 3 seconds left. It'll be close to the 20-yard, actually the 15-yard line. Yeah, we'll call it the 17 now. 4th down for Lorenzo from the Lorenzo 17. 4th and about, we'll say 6. 3 seconds. So really the down doesn't matter with the amount of time left on the clock. 4th and about 6 for Lorenzo from their own 17 with 3 seconds left in the first half. Lorenzo 36, Loop 27 again. We'll get you the Loop band at half. We'll talk to Superintendent Heath Blackman. And we'll get you a drive summary from the first half and let you know what's going to go on in Seminole tomorrow night. And now we'll get a Lorenzo timeout brought to you by Gaines Gym. We'll take a break and come right back. You're watching Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. All right, back timeout. 3 seconds left here in the first half. Lorenzo with the ball at their own 17-yard line. Loop lining up deep here in coverage. Snap to Garcia. Short throw in the flat, complete to Cisneros. Coming up the sideline, forced out of bounds. And we'll go to the half. Lorenzo leads Loop 36-27. Show. We'll have a conversation with Heath Blackman, and we'll get you the Loop Longhorn band. You're watching Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop, Texas. Rob Franklin, Tabitha Franklin with you on Seminole TX Media. Lorenzo leads Loop 36-27 at the half. We thought the Loop band was going to play. They are not going to play. So we got the second best thing. We roped the superintendent. So Mr. Heath Blackman is with us. Heath, thank you for coming, bud. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for being out. Thanks for helping support Loop tonight.
Well, we're tickled to death to be out here and having fun watching a six-man game. Tell us a little bit about what's going on out here at Loop.
Oh, man, Loop's a great place. This is my 9th year out here. It's the smaller the school, the bigger the family. It's a great community. I'm proud of these boys. They're working hard tonight. It's been a great year. It's going fast.
It has been going fast. It just seems like, here we are pushing into October, and it seems like we just started school yesterday.
Yes, and I don't know if they always say the older you get, the faster the year goes. So I don't know. I hope that's the case. But it's been a great year. Like I said, it's a beautiful night for football, and thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah, we're tickled to come out here. It's just we were able to work it out where you guys had a Thursday game and we had a home Friday game, so we could make it work and at least run it on YouTube. We've had a little touch of internet trouble through the middle, but for the most part, no rodeos, and it's run really well. So Coach Chesley's crew moving the ball well, hanging in the ball game here against a really game Lorenzo team. We've got Coach Garibaldi's doing a great job with that bunch.
She's doing a real good job. We're really lucky to have her. She's energetic. The girls are playing well. They play Saturday at 10 and 11. We have the private school homeschoolers coming from Lubbock.
323 Warriors.
Yes, so that'll be a good match for us. And we got cross country going on. We got everything going on out here, and it's just a good time of the year. And kids are excited. And, it's been fun.
Just try to keep everything rolling. I got you. Well, it's been a treat for us to come out here and just to cover the ball game, get a chance for people to watch it on our YouTube page. And I know you run it on NFHS Network. I'm an NFHS broadcaster too, so it's really cool for us to get a chance to get out here and kind of support Loop and get some things going. You guys have your academic stuff is working really well too, and I know your kiddo advanced in UIL academics all the way to state.
Third straight year out of him. We had a lot of kids that do very well out here. But, yeah, I'm very proud of him. Third straight year, hoping to make 4 in a row. But, however, that's one thing good about Loop. The kids can do everything out here. And if they want to get after it, come get after it.
That's right.
That's what we love about it.
You had a really good off-season hire. You got Michael Reed in here to come in and be principal. Tell us a little bit about him. That boy's got a lot of school experience.
He does. He's forgotten more than I'll know, but he's 41st year in education.
Crazy.
Lucky to have him. I met him a few years ago. He used to be a superintendent other places, and when we were looking, he called, and Charla, she retired after 33 years, did an outstanding job. So he called and said, I heard you looking for a principal. I said, yes, please tell me you know somebody.
Yeah.
He said, well, me.
What about me?
I said, well, come on.
I love it.
Come with it.
I love it. Well, I met him years ago at La Mesa when I was coaching over there. That was 30 years ago. And he's a great school man. I know he's going to do you guys a good job. He's already his updates on social media are fantastic when he writes the Friday recap.
Oh, yes.
It gives me a lot of stuff to write in the paper about it. So.
Yeah, our parents love that. Community loves that. Gets everyone involved. And I know, Seminole went through a change as well. Mr. Lynch, he was a good man. I got to meet Dr. Teal, and outstanding for Seminole. He'll do great things there.
Looking forward to Dr. Teal's already been a joy to work with us on our media side, and he's doing another good school man. Has been around school districts forever. So what year is this for you out here?
Number 9.
Number 9.
It goes fast. I can't believe it's been, growing up in Seminole, Luke was one of those places you always saw the sign going to Lubbock.
Right.
And it's about the fit. The community, they have supported us from day one. I guess I fit out here like a glove. Of course, I'm a Gaines County guy.
That's right.
Born in Seminole, raised, and worked in Seminole, Seagraves, and Loop. So I can't get out of Gaines County, and I don't really want to.
That's the way I feel. We've been here 22 years now, and I can't get out here either. We're hippies. This is the longest we've stayed anywhere.
And you have the world's best patient listeners. having to listen to you, Guy Cheney, and Casey.
Oh, I'm telling
Tires
you.
on Friday.
Now you're going to
I'm
have
praying for your audience.
one
I
of
really
these
am.
days, you've got to come to the Pickett Show. You got to load up and come pick games with us. You need to come hang out at the corner store.
You probably don't want to get me and Guy Cheney in the same room.
May
together.
not want to have that happen.
be
Guy's
dangerous.
gone this week. This
Is
might
he?
be the week to come. Guy's gone. He's on a trip this week bailing out.
No, they're good guys.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
We have fun doing that Pickett Show. So we just wanted to bring a little flavor of the stuff that we do in Seminole out here at Loop and hope that people get a chance to enjoy it. So thanks for having us.
Have you been to a six-man game before?
Yes, I've called several. And
It's so unique. My first experience, coming from Seminole, been from Seminole, my first game at Loop, we won 98-79, and I'd never seen anything like it.
thought somebody was shooting
And
three-pointers
now
out there.
it's really hard to watch something else after you watch this.
Isn't that crazy?
But I'm proud of our boys.
Well, I actually got to cover the Klondike-Jayton game for an FHS, the state semifinal last year. So I've called a bunch of six-man games. It's just when you've called somebody 11, you got to subtract 20 yards every time you're doing something.
That's right.
About got it figured out.
But we do appreciate you supporting us.
You
and
bet, man.
Everything you do.
Well, we're
and
glad-
you're welcome anytime.
We're glad to have you on the radio and glad to put your stuff in the newspaper. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, sir.
That's Heath Blackman, the superintendent for Loop ISD. We'll take a break. We'll get you the second half. You're watching Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back once again to Loop, Texas, in the northeast corner of Gaines County. Rob Franklin, Tabitha Franklin on Seminole TX Media, an offshoot of KSEM 106.3 FM and the Seminole Sentinel. Go get your paper. They're out on newsstands right now. Our buddy Eric Heinman got them out to you. 9 locations in Seminole and 1 in Seagraves. You can get your paper at Stripes and Seagraves. They're only $1. Get all kinds of Seagraves and Loop stuff in it, along with everything happening in Seminole, all of Gaines County. Story on Gaines County Commissioner's story in the paper, and the PA announcer said Blackman's paying for ice cream. Uh-oh. That could be trouble. We'll get the kickoff, and here comes the third quarter. The Loop Longhorns will have possession first, gathered by Dominic Esquivel with some room around the left side. He'll get into Lorenzo territory, still on his feet. Now out to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Longhorns. 50-yard kick return for Dominic Esquivel. We've got a couple of injured players. We'll take a break and come right back. Injured players were helped off the field after that timeout. Dominic Esquivel, a 50-yard kick return from the Lorenzo 35-yard line or 30-yard line all the way into the end zone. And now a 2-point kick for Lorenzo. Rowan Rodriguez, Loop right back in it with that kick return. Snap back, hold down, the kick is up. And it's good. The two-pointer good for Loop. We got a one-point ball game, 36-35, 9:48 left in the third quarter. You're watching Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop. The Longhorns. One play, 50 yards on the return. Dominic Esquivel takes it 50 yards to the house. 2-point conversion was good with 9:48 left in the third quarter. It's Lorenzo 36, Loop 35, and the Longhorns right back in this thing. Glad you're with us on Seminole TX Media. We'll get you Indian football tomorrow night as Seminole hosts Denver City for senior night. 6:15 pregame show, 7 o'clock kick on all platforms of KSEM 106.3 FM, KIKZ, KSEM.com, on the Tribe link, and right here on YouTube at Seminole TX Media. And Rodriguez will kick for the Longhorns. A slow bouncer is fielded by Lorenzo at their own 33-yard line. So that's where Lorenzo will take over 1st and 15.
Referee indicates that Lorenzo will take over at the 33-yard
33-yard
line.
line of Lorenzo.
15,
They'll have the possession there with 9:47 left in the third. Lorenzo hanging on to a 1-point lead. Coach Greg Pointer interview for Seminole will be at 8:05 tomorrow morning on 106.3 and the website. Of course, Dave will get you Doc Talk after that. Not Doc Talk.
Dial trade?
Dial-a-Trade is exactly right. 9:05 to 9:20. 9:30 Focus on the Family. 10:05 Hometown Pride to Pickett Show live from the Corner Store Travel Center. We pick games and talk trash, have a lot of fun. Then we'll get you Indian football tomorrow night. Lorenzo with possession. Garcia will take the snap. We have mustard on the lettuce. There's a flag on the play. Somebody did what, Tabitha?
Someone broke the rules of football. Let's
See what the
it
call is.
Ref threw some mustard on the lettuce, so let's see what's going on there.
I've got the PA announcer converted. I love it. See what the call is here. Whitehead will come over and let the home side know. As we have what, Tabitha? A dazzle?
No, it's just two of them. It's a couple.
It's a couple?
Zebras.
We don't have a dazzle. It's just a
We don't have a
couple. You got to have more than two for it to be a dazzle of zebras.
Is it more than 2 or more than 3?
We'll go with 3. We can't call it a triple. Procedure call against Lorenzo. That'll cost him 5. Only the second penalty of the ball game. A hold.
Referee indicates illegal formation. The ball will be spotted.
A hold on Loop earlier in the first quarter, and now a procedure call on Lorenzo. The only 2 penalties of the ball game. 9:36 left in the third. Lorenzo 36, Loop 35 on Seminole TX Media. Garcia, eligible run, and now we'll throw it. Caught by Phillips. Breaking tackles up the left side will gain the penalty yardage back and steps out of bounds. Give him about a 7-yard gain. He'll get it to the 37-yard line.
38-yard line. So he's second down.
Second down and about 11 for Lorenzo from their own 37, and they're working quick here in their version of the NASCAR. They get a quick pitch to Garcia rolling right. Now he'll keep it to midfield, out to the 30, and he'll step out of bounds. He'll be short of first down yardage as he got out of bounds. Actually, they're going to
Stepped out of bounds
mark it around
around the 33-yard line.
the 33-yard line of Loop. So we'll bring up third down and about 5 from there.
36, 37.
So, yeah, they'll spot it at the 37-yard line of Loop. 3rd and 5 from there. 9:19 the clock moving. Garcia has it and can't advance, moving left. Blackman will pressure him. Now he's moving back to his right. Blackman still chasing him down. The throw is caught for a first down at the 25-yard line by number 12, Marciano Garcia. So a 10-yard gain
On that play.
and a first down for Lorenzo. 1st and 15 from the 25-yard line of Loop.
15 for Lorenzo.
And so they'll spot it at the Loop 25. 9:08, the clock stops to move the chains. Lorenzo 36, Loop 35 here on Seminole TX Media. Rob Franklin and Tabitha Franklin here spinning everything out for you. Tabitha doing yeoman's work on the camera as usual. Appreciate you.
Always happy to help.
Quick pitch and pitch back to number 11, Dalen Phillips. He has all kinds of room down the left sideline, forced out of bounds around the 7. He'll be just short of the first down, about a 13-yard gain. So the quick pitch and pitch back makes Dalen Phillips eligible to run. first and goal from the Loop 9-yard line for Lorenzo on the gain.
Rob, you don't see that very often in 11-man football.
That would not. There's too much traffic in there for that to happen in 11, man.
Nope.
There are too many big humans in that position for that to happen. Cool looking play. A quick pitch forward and then pitched back to the guy who took the snap so he could be eligible to run. First and goal from the 9 for Lorenzo. Phillips in the shotgun, Garcia behind him. So Phillips takes the snap. He can't advance it, but he will pitch it off. Garcia moving back, being pressured. He'll air it out across the left side. Touchdown, Lorenzo on a 9-yard gain to number 12, Marciano Garcia. So to Marciano Garcia for a 9-yard touchdown. And now the extra point coming for Lorenzo. 5-play, 58-yard drive for Lorenzo. They'll go for the 1-point conversion. Garcia will throw, and it's dropped by Torres. So it's 42-35. Lorenzo leads Loop. Back after this, you're watching Loop Longhorn football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop. Just wanted to let you know the Seminole Sentinel is on newsstands. Eric Hyman let us know. And the War Whoop will be out tomorrow at Seminole High School. The Seminole High School newspaper will be out tomorrow. He brought that back from the press.
He's
So
doing
look for
double
that.
deliveries
We're
today.
trying to make Heineman get to work. He says, say hi to Mr. Blackman for me. Because Heath Blackman was in Eric's first choir in 1989. Mr. Blackman was in Heineman's choir. Lorenzo's kick is up and deep and will be fielded by Rodriguez with some blockers coming left. Has some room now to the right side. All kinds of room down the sideline. Cutting back, waiting for a block. It comes forward for him. He'll be chased down from behind, and a beautiful run, a very long run from about the 5-yard line all the way to Lorenzo 20 for number 12, Rowan Rodriguez. Drive summary for Lorenzo. 5 plays, 47 yards in for the 9-yard pass from Garcia to Marciano Garcia. The point after was no good. 8:28 left in the third. Lorenzo 42, Loop 35, but the Longhorns in great field position at the Lorenzo 18-yard line. On a beautiful return from Rowan Rodriguez. Get a shout out to Eric Heineman for delivering. The snap to Weed, pitch back to Esquivel. He gained maybe a yard. Now we have another flag on the play. What happened, Tabitha?
Someone broke the rules of football.
We got a little mustard on the lettuce. Holding on Loop. So that'll be 10 yards for Loop. That'll get him first and 25 for Loop now. 8:22 now. They did it from the spot of the foul, so yeah, about first and 27. Yep, they did it. They did the holding call from the spot of the foul, so they'll move it back exactly 10 yards from the 2-yard gain. So it'll be first and 27 from the Lorenzo 28-yard line. Weeb under center. Pitches to Rodriguez. Has all kinds of room. Up the middle with the speed. All the way in for a touchdown. Give him a 27-yard run. A beautiful 27-yard run for Rowan Rodriguez. Right up the gut. So a one-play drive that ends up only being 18 yards for the drive, but 27 on the gain due to the penalty. Now Rodriguez will try the extra point. Kick is up, and it's blocked. So Lorenzo 42, Loop 41, 7:56 left in the third. Back after this. Welcome back once again to Loop, Texas. Rob and Tabitha on Seminole TX Media.
Longhorns get ready to kick off.
Loop had a one-play 18-yard drive with the penalty. It actually was a 27-yard run after the penalty by Rowan Rodriguez. The point after was no good. With 7:56 left in the third, it's 42-41 Lorenzo over Loop. A short kick is fielded by Lorenzo at their own 34. That's where they'll take possession.
By Torres at the 34-yard line. Be first and 15.
So Lorenzo will have it there, first and 15 from their own 34-yard line. Indian football tomorrow night, senior night, as Seminole hosts Denver City. Indians ranked 17th in the Harris poll. Even at the 2-2 record, their two losses are to two teams in the top 10 in the state. Indians will keep rolling, hopefully, against Denver City for senior night. 6:15 pregame show, 7 o'clock kick on all platforms of KSEM. And then Maiden volleyball Saturday at Greenwood at 12 noon, again on all platforms of KSEM. Lorenzo has it first and 15. Snap back to Phillips, pitch to Garcia, rolling right. Now coming back to his left, being pressured. Avalos is chasing him. Trying to run the pitch, and now will come forward, forced out of bounds by Landon Lowen, but after about a 5-yard gain.
Out around the 39-yard line. Let's give a round of applause for our Lorenzo cheerleaders that came over to visit.
7:43 and the clock is stopped now. In the third quarter, second down, we'll call it 8. From the Loop 39 for Lorenzo.
Second down.
Second and 8 for the Hornets. And again, Phillips in the shotgun. Actually, they're going to go to Garcia and pitch it back to Phillips this time. He'll run with it. Phillips coming left, and he'll get forward for a first down, about an 8-yard gain. And they'll move the chains. So they reversed it. Garcia got in front, took the snap, pitched it to Phillips. They're going to mark it short of the first down. Third down and inches for Lorenzo. Mark it just short of the first down at the 31-yard line. 7:05, the clock's still moving. Thought they had the first down. They are short. Garcia can't advance. He was being pressured by Cody Wall. He can't run past the line of scrimmage. He'll throw. And the catch is made by Azarian Luna. They do call a catch, and a first down for Lorenzo at the Loop 19.
That will move the chains. Ball is being placed.
So that'll be first and goal for for Lorenzo at the Loop 19-yard line. It won't be first and goal. It'll be first and 15. They'll get a first down inside the 5-yard line. 6:44, the clock stopped to move the chains. Now they'll wind the clock back up. Lorenzo 42, Loop 41. This has been a wild one. We'll do a recap on the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Coming your way 10 to midnight tomorrow after the Indians game is over on 106.3 in the website. Garcia throws out in the flat, complete to Luna. Breaking tackles, out of bounds around the 10-yard line. So here comes the 5th play of the drive for Lorenzo that started at their own 34, is now at the Loop 10. 2nd and 6 for the Hornets from the Loop 10 with 6:20 and the clock stopped in the 3rd quarter. With a 7 o'clock start by 9:08, we're usually deep in the 4th quarter, Tabitha.
I know. This is a
Well,
change of pace.
we started a little bit after 7. They warmed up for a while. We started closer to 7:15 or 7:20 before we actually got it up and running. Phillips in the shotgun. Garcia behind him. He'll take the snap. Pitch to Garcia, which makes him eligible to run. Nobody on Garcia. So he'll run to his left, and he will drift into the end zone with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Garcia decided to run it in for a touchdown for Lorenzo. That will put your score.
So the run for Savi Garcia.
Luke and 48 Lorenzo with 6:10 left in the 3rd quarter.
5-play drive for Loop. 5 plays and 46 yards. Loop will look like a lineup here to go for 1. Again, in 6-man, you kick it for 2. You can run for 1. So Lorenzo will line up to go for 1 with 6:10 left here in the 3rd. Ball is fumbled by Phillips. He'll get it back to Garcia, and Garcia will run in for the 1-point conversion. Lorenzo 49, Loop 41. You're watching Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop. Longhorns down 49-41. Drive summary for Lorenzo. 5 plays, 46 yards, ends with a 9-yard run by Savi Garcia. The 1-point conversion was good. 6:09 left in the 3rd. Lorenzo 49, Loop 41. Here on Seminole TX Media, Rob Franklin on the play-by-play, and Tabitha Franklin running the music, running the camera, running the scoreboard.
I'm the production crew.
Production crew. She and Herkimer getting after it. Kick is up and deep for Lorenzo, and it will go out of bounds. Actually, it doesn't, and so now Rodriguez will have to go get it to 5 under pressure. He'll break tackles the 10. Now has some room up the left sideline, the 20 to the 30, still on his feet. Out to midfield, and a beautiful 38-yard return by Rowan Rodriguez after he could have easily been trapped deep in his own territory. Helps the Loop Longhorns out tremendously.
Hornets at the 39-yard line. That will make for a 1st and 15.
So now Loop with possession
Left in the third.
at their own 39. 1st and 15 for the Longhorns. Exactly 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Glad you're with us here on Seminole TX Media with some 6-man football tonight. We'll get you some 11-man tomorrow. Weeb pitches back to Rodriguez. Up the middle. Might have got 3 yards. We'll bring up 2nd down, about 12 for Lorenzo. For Loop at the Lorenzo 39. So we had multiple turnovers early in the first quarter. But since then, it's been a pretty clean game. Had an interception and a couple of fumbles early in the first. No real penalties to speak of. And it's just been a fun back-and-forth 6-man football game. Lorenzo leading 49-41 over Loop here. 5:20 and the clock's moving. Beautiful crescent moon over to the west side. And a gorgeous night for football here. 2nd down, about 13 for Loop. Fake pitch, and now Weeb will pitch it inside to Esquivel, coming across the middle, down to the Lorenzo 30-yard line. He'll get a good gain to bring up 3rd down and about 6 from there. We'll call it 3rd and 6 from the 31 of Lorenzo. 4:48 and the clock moving in the third quarter. A little trickeration on the spin, quick pitch inside from Weeb to Dominic Esquivel. He's been responsible for a lot of scoring for Loop here tonight. Get you a full recap of this game on the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard Show 10 to midnight after the Indians game tomorrow. Get you an update on both of those games. We'll have write-ups of both of them in the Seminole Sentinel on Tuesday. 3rd and 6. The pitch back to Rodriguez. Room up the sideline. He may get every one of them. A 32-yard touchdown run for Rowan Rodriguez. Beautiful 32-yard run up the right sideline. And now the extra point to come. Loop down 49-47, has trailed the entire ball game. They've gotten within 1 at one point. And with a 2-point conversion here, they will tie the game. 49-47 with 4:03 left in the third, and Rodriguez will try the kick. Snap back, hold down, kick up. Has the distance. It's no good and wide. And so Loop down 49-47. Back after this, you're watching Loop Longhorn football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back once again to Loop. Glad you're with us on Seminole TX Media. The Longhorns go 4 plays, 41 yards. It ends with a 32-yard run by Rowan Rodriguez. Point after that could have tied it is no good. With 4:03 left in the third, it's Lorenzo 49, Loop 47, and we're just yo-yoing back and forth.
Let's go, drummers. Can I get a drum roll, please?
And Loop to kick it off to Lorenzo. He is up, and away pretty deep. And it goes into the end zone and out of the end zone. So where do you spot that in six-man? So it is at the 20? There you go.
I hope you were not asking me because I was not going to be able to tell you.
The yard line be 1st and 15 for the Hornets.
Well, there's a whole bunch of different rules as to where they spot it in 11-man now, so. Could be at the 20, could be at the 25, could be at the 30, depending on where the kick goes.
4:03 left in the third quarter.
So Loop will have it at their own, Lorenzo will have it at their own 20-yard line. 4:03 left in the third. Lorenzo 49, Loop 47. Here on Seminole TX Media. Phillips in the shotgun will pitch to Garcia, who's eligible to run. 4 minutes left in the third. Quick pitch forward to Phillips. Breaking tackles. He'll get ahead for about 7 or 8 yards, brought down by Landon Lowen. They'll run it out for 8 yards. This will be second down and 7.
28-yard line will be second down.
Second and 7 for Lorenzo from the 28 of the Hornets. 3:32 and the clock is moving. Remember Indian football tomorrow night. 6:15 pregame show and 7 o'clock kick on all platforms. Tabitha and I'll have Dustin Wright back with us.
Yes, we
He
will.
was at Chiefs tonight for his son. He couldn't make it out here. The snap and pitch back to Garcia, who's eligible. Rolling to his left. Airs it out down the left. Caught by Mariano Garcia and forced out of bounds. A 25-yard gain and a first down for Lorenzo on the big pass. And they'll spot the ball at the 33-yard line of Loop. 1st and 15. Clock stops at 2:55 left in the third. Again, shout-outs at 432-212-4311 if you're out there. Appears Marciano Garcia was a little injured on the play, trying to walk it off. So 1st and 15 for Lorenzo, and now Marciano Garcia will be in the backfield. He'll take the initial snap and pitch it to Savi Garcia. Now he's got some room coming to the left. Now back to the right. Shakes a tackler. Will get the first down. He'll get close. Good tackle there by Brian Weeb to put down Garcia, but he will gain the first down yardage. Actually, they're going to call him short. Second down and about 1.5. They'll spot it at the 19-yard line of Loop, so he didn't get first down yardage. So a good tackle there by Weeb to come in and make the stop. Second down about 1.5 yards from the 19-yard line of Loop. 2:16, the clock's moving in the third. And now Keegan Cisneros in beside Dalen Phillips. Ball fumbled, and they'll throw it forward to Phillips coming left. And he'll be forced out. It looks like he'll be close to first down yardage. You probably got it, and he did. So it'll be first down for Lorenzo. A minute 53 left in the third.
17 and a half. Be 1st and 15.
Lorenzo 49, Loop 47. So we're getting into the 2.5-hour broadcast time. 1st and 15 for Lorenzo. Pitch back to Garcia. With time, pressured by Blackman. And we'll have a hold called. This one's coming back. Don't worry about it. It's a catch and a touchdown. But this one's coming all the way back. There's going to be a hold on number 11, Dallas Phillips. We have mustard on the lettuce. Greatly deserved because someone broke the rules of football.
Yes, they did.
Number 11, Dallas Phillips, got a big hold of Dominic Esquivel. This is going to cost Lorenzo 10 yards. Yep. Saw it happen. Dominic looked like he was going to rush, and Phillips just tackled him. So that's Lorenzo's only second penalty.
That will move the ball back about 10 yards.
Move it back 10. Bring up first down.
The ball at the 28-yard line.
First down and roughly 25 for Lorenzo for the first down. Minute 35 in running. First and just this side of County Road 207. Don't get run over in the traffic. Minute 23 and the clock moving. Lorenzo 49, Loop 47.
Not even if they tell you to go play in the traffic?
Don't go play in the traffic. Luke jumped offside. This is going to be a free play for Lorenzo. They're going to air it out with Garcia all the way down the field. Overthrows Cameron Valentine.
It looks like that is double mustard on the lettuce because 2 flags were thrown that time instead of
So
1.
double mustard. I like it.
My improv skills are not as good as you are.
There you
yours
go.
Are.
But both of them were for the same penalty. So it'll be offside on Loop. It'll cost him 5 yards.
Offsides on Luke. Move the ball to the 23.
Only the third penalty on Loop in the ball game. So now first and 20 for Lorenzo from the Loop 24. A minute 6, and with the incomplete pass, the clock stops. And Lorenzo will line up with the overload on the right side. Dallas Phillips in the shotgun will take the snap, pitch it back to Garcia, who's now eligible to run. He'll move left. He'll throw it. Caught at about the 7-yard line by number 12, Marciano Garcia, but short of the first down.
Garcia falls out of bounds.
So here comes the 5th play of the drive for Lorenzo that started at their own 20-yard line is now at the Loop 7. Second and about 6. You get a first down with a nose inside the 4-yard line. Probably inside the 3-yard line. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. This time Garcia will line up short and Phillips lining up long. Garcia takes the snap and will throw out the flat complete to the right side to Luna, and he'll get blown up out of bounds by
Garcia to Luna.
Rowan Rodriguez. Said, "How you doing?" Ate him up like a bad sandwich.
Rodriguez said, "Not on my pasture." Forces him out around the.
So it'll be first and goal
First and goal.
for Lorenzo at the Loop, about 3-yard line. 51 seconds left in the third quarter that may never end. I thought that first quarter was long. Now that third quarter's getting to you. First and goal from the 3 for Lorenzo. You get that fall feel in the air. I love it. A little bit of that fall feel out there. I like it. Hey, this morning is 53. I decided to be late for work and mow my yard. If I'm about to mow, I'm going to get out in that 53-degree weather.
Get them feet moving.
First and goal from the 3 for Lorenzo. Pitch it back to Garcia, who's eligible. Rolling right. Throws it. Caught. Touchdown to number 18. That's Torres. It's a 3-yard pass.
Garcia to Torres for a touchdown for the Hornets. What's up, George?
To Jonathan Torres. So that ends up being a 6-play, 60-yard drive for Lorenzo. And they'll line up to try the 1-point conversion with the run. up 55-47 with 43 seconds left in the third quarter.
Make some noise.
That might just be longer than Stairway to Heaven. Quick pitch back to Garcia, who's eligible. Being chased by Creed Blackman, a little cutting horse action. He's trying to rush in, brought and turned around now. Still running, and he will jump across and get the 1-point conversion. Wow. So, Lorenzo 56, Loop 47. Back after this, you're watching Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. And Lorenzo up 56-47 on Loop. Lorenzo goes 6 plays, 60 yards, and ends with a 3-yard pass from Garcia to Jonathan Torres. The 1-point conversion was good. 43 seconds left.
It's the quarter that never ends.
It's the quarter that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends.
Hey, I'm the one coming up with song references
Atta
tonight.
girl, I like
Yay.
it. I like it. So Lorenzo to kick it away to Loop. See if the Longhorns can get back in this thing with a quick score before the third quarter ends. Lorenzo's 33 to kick it. Uriah Villegas. A short nubbing kick will be gathered up beautifully by Dominic Esquivel, and Loop will take over at their own 35. So after this game's over, Tabitha, I got to get my head reshuffled. So when it's from the 35-yard line, it'll be a 65-yard drive
Yep.
instead of a 45-yard drive.
Got to reset that mindset before tomorrow night.
Reset it.
Otherwise, we're going to have people asking, what do you mean 1 at 15?
What is,
It's
has
supposed to be
Rob
first
lost
and
his
10.
mind? Rob has completely lost his mind. They think that anyway, I'm sure. We've only had a couple of ate him up like a bad sandwiches tonight. No rolling balls of butcher knives yet.
No? No, but you said the slippier than a eel and a
Barrel full of snot. Yep, we had that one
Oh.
too.
Had to bring that one back up.
That's it. Weeb will hand it off to Esquivel. Breaking tackles. Has a little room up the middle. Carrying him. Now there's your rolling ball of butcher knives. Pushing forward, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for 14 yards just short of the first down. Dominic Esquivel knocking people over like bowling pins.
Ask and you shall receive.
That's
Rob.
it. Got my chance for a rolling ball of butcher knives. I like it. 2nd and 2 for Loop from the Lorenzo 31. And that's going to end the third quarter that we thought would never end. Lorenzo 56, Loop 47. Back after this, you're watching Loop Longhorn Football on Seminole TX Media. Back for the fourth quarter. Lorenzo 56, Loop 47, Rob Franklin, Tabitha Franklin on Seminole TX Media. Loop, 2nd down and 2 from the Lorenzo 31. Weeb, quick inside handoff to Esquivel. Knee fell short of the first down, so going to bring up 3rd down and 1. He might have got a yard there.
Bring up 3rd down and 1.
This will be the 3rd play of the drive that started at the Loop 36 and is now at the Lorenzo 30. Which again, shorter than in 11 man.
Yep.
Got to subtract 20 yards every time. This is the problem because I have a music degree and I taught government economics. I did not teach math. And so if I have to pull my shoes off and start counting with my toes, we're going to be in trouble. 3rd and 1 for Luke. Tight bunch formation in 6-man. Inside handoff to Esquivel. That looked like a face mask, and they held him short. 33 on the tackle, Uriah Villegas. Got a hold of Esquivel. It's going to now be 4th down and a long 2 for Loop, and the clock's still moving. So let's see what Coach Chesley comes up here in his bag of tricks, talking to Brian Weeb to get the play in.
Let's go, Longhorn fans. It's 4th down. Let's make some noise.
4th down and 2. 8:36. And the clock moving.
Let's go, fans. If you want to be quiet, you should have went to the opera.
Weeb up under center. Will take the snap. Quick pitch. And a 1st down gain by Rowan Rodriguez, a 4-yard gain. And boy, Loop needed that. Move the ball forward for Rowan. And spotted at the Lorenzo 27. Big play for the Loop offense. Longhorns down 9, still in at 8:13 left. And the clock moving. Now we'll have an official timeout with an injured player. They're going to sub him out, so we'll keep it here. Wouldn't be a Gaines Gym timeout, would it, Tabitha?
Yes, it would.
But not tonight.
But not tonight, no.
At 610 Southeast 2nd in Seminole, where you can work out and grab a protein shake.
Mango Recovery Smoothie, baby.
Mango Recovery Smoothie. Appreciate Stan Gunther and his crew sponsoring for us. 1st and 15 for Loop. Fake pitch, crossbuck, handoff. Rodriguez coming left with a block. Ahead to the 20-yard line. Give him about a 7-yard gain. Good run there by Rodriguez. 2nd down, we'll call it 8. Spot the ball right at the 20-yard line of Lorenzo. 2nd and 8 for Loop. 7:40 and the clock's moving. Lorenzo 56, Loop 47. This one's been a lot of fun, folks. Again, we'll get you a full wrap-up of this game on the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard Show 10 to midnight. You can hear a recap of this one and of the Indian game. And then we'll get you full write-ups on both teams and Seagraves in the Seminole Sentinel on Tuesday. 2nd and 8. Handoff. Fake handoff. Rodriguez will get reversed to Esquivel. All kinds of room. He's going to get every stinking one of them. A 20-yard touchdown run for Dominic Esquivel. Beautiful play by the Loop Longhorns. So Dominic Esquivel with a 20-yard run. And Longhorns down 56-53, 7:08 left in the 4th quarter. Now they're going to try the kick for 2 with Rowan Rodriguez. Snap back, hold down, kicks up. It has the distance, and it's good. Loop down 1, 56-55. Back after this, you're watching Loop Longhorn football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Loop. Minor camera emergency, huh, Tabitha?
Just a little bit, but we got to fix it.
It froze up, kind of like all my joints have. Loop got a big drive, 5 plays, 44 yards, and ended with a 20-yard run by Dominic Esquivel. 2-point conversion was made with 7:08 left in the fourth quarter. It's Lorenzo 56, Loop 55, and the Longhorns are right back in this thing.
Hey, this camera's not used to a 3.5-hour broadcast.
No, it's not. Short kick, short bouncer. Loop's trying to slap it down the field, which I think is illegal. It's against the rules of football. We'll see where the first touch point was, and it was probably around where Rodriguez ran into it. Wherever Esquivel or Rodriguez touched it the first time, yeah, they're going to spot the ball at the Loop 33-yard line. So great field position for Lorenzo. So the ball at the Loop 33-yard line. 1st and 15 for Lorenzo, 7:08 left in the fourth. That would be an Auto Pro Care scoreboard. The fourth quarter. Herman Peters and his crew. Take care of your car in Seminole.
I don't hear anybody saying defense out there.
Seminole Indian football comes your way tomorrow night. 6:15 pregame show, 7 o'clock kick on all platforms here on KSEM and Seminole TX Media. Garcia eligible to run. Has it moving left. Under pressure, airs it out. Across the middle, caught by number 3, Luna, and brought down quickly. Good defense there by 19, Brian Weeb. But not until Lorenzo gets about an 8-yard gain to bring up second down. We'll call it a 9-yard gain. Second down, about 6 for Lorenzo. 6:37 and the clock moving. Lorenzo 56, Loop 55, and it seems like Lorenzo taking their time.
It's been a very tight ball game the whole entire time.
It really
Rob.
has. It really has. And I'm so used to seeing play clocks and not seeing one in the 6-man games driving me up the wall. 2nd and 6 for Lorenzo. 6:13 and counting. Phillips will pitch it back to Garcia, who's eligible. Standing at the Loop 30, taking all kinds of time now. He'll be pressured, coming up the left side, and he'll get the first down and slide to about the Loop 16-yard line. Good move there. And that'll move the chains down, bring up 1st and 15 for Lorenzo at the Loop 18, 17-yard line. 1st and 15 at the Loop 17. So they can get a first down by getting it inside the 2 or 3. 5:40 and counting. Lorenzo 56, Loop 55. The Longhorns need a stop here.
Let's go, Longhorn fans. It's 55 to 56. No reason to be sad. Let's go.
5.5 left in the fourth quarter. Loop needs a stop. The snap back to Phillips. Now back to Garcia. Hold, no call. It really looks like we've got held. The throw across the middle. Almost intercepted. Hayden McConnell had a chance to gather it up. It really looked like to me on the rush that we've got held. To bring up 2nd and 15, the clock stops at 5:04, which is kind of the best friend of Loop right now with the incomplete pass. Stopping the clock still with 3 timeouts. Helps the Longhorns out if they can get a stop here. 2nd and 15 from the Loop between 17 and 18-yard line. Lorenzo 56, Loop 55. It's been a ball bringing you this game tonight here
It really has.
from Loop. Tabitha's 5th graders might be wigged out by her being tired tomorrow. But you ate a hamburger. I'm still waiting for supper.
Yeah, I had supper.
Snap back, and now a flag down. Mustard on the lettuce. I think Loop's going to be offsides, and Lorenzo will get a free play here. Run out of bounds by number 4, Cameron Valentine, but Loop was offside.
Valentine out of bounds. We do have a flag on the play.
We'll see if they want to get the result of the play or if they want to take the penalty. The result of the play is only about 3 yards, so they'll take the 5. Offside on loop.
Referee indicates offsides on loop.
And that'll mark it off 5 yards.
5-yard penalty.
Just a tad of mustard on the lettuce.
Just a teeny tiny bit.
Under 5 minutes left in the ball game. The bad thing about the penalty is not necessarily the yardage, it's retaining the down, so it's still second down. But it'll be second down and 10 now for Lorenzo with under 5 minutes left. Phillips in the shotgun. Actually, now it's for Valentine. He'll pitch it back to Garcia, being chased by Weeb. He'll grab him by the shirt and bring him down. What a great play by Brian Weeb to drag down Garcia from behind for no gain.
Not today, not on my turf.
Good hustle by Weeb. He'll lose a yard or two to bring up third down at about 13 now for Lorenzo.
Third down.
Clock still moving, 4:33 and ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Lorenzo 56, Loop Longhorns 55 here on Seminole TX Media.
Longhorn fans, I think this is where you start challenging defense.
Tomorrow morning we'll get you Hometown Pride to Pickett Show live, 10:05 to 11. From the Corner Store Travel Center on all platforms and on YouTube. We pick games from around the area in college football games. Snap back to Phillips, back to Garcia who's eligible. Throws it out complete to Garcia. Toward the 10-yard line, it'll be cut down short of first down yardage. It's going to bring up fourth down at about 11.
Down around the 12-yard line.
It'll be fourth and about 11 for Lorenzo from the Loop 13.
You can do it!
We'll call it actually fourth and 10 from the Loop 12. 3:36 and counting. Fourth and 10 from the Loop 12-yard line.
Now let's make some noise.
Fourth and 10 from the Loop 12 for Lorenzo. 3:19, the clock is moving. Phillips back to Garcia, and we've got a flag on the play, mustard on the lettuce, and illegal procedure against Lorenzo. That's going to cost them 5 yards.
Against the Hornets, that will move them back some. Place the ball around the 17-yard line, the fourth down.
So now fourth and 15 again for Lorenzo with the ball at the 17-yard line. Got to get the ball close to the 3 to get a first down for Lorenzo.
No point in keeping quiet now, Longhorn fans. Let's keep it
3:16 and the clock is stopped in the fourth. Lorenzo 56, Luke 55. If you had a barn, it'd be on fire right now. This has been a barn burner. Fourth and 15 for Lorenzo. Phillips back to Garcia being pressured. Chase down, double team, run backwards. And now moved out. Blackman's going to chase him from behind. An open field tackle brought down, and Lorenzo will turn the ball down over on downs after a 10-yard gain. Great pressure by the Loop defense, and Lorenzo turns it over on downs.
Longhorns will take over on downs, which will be first and 15.
Oh, you're the man. So it'll be first and 15. Give me 1 second, Heath. It'll be first and 15 for Loop at their own 8-yard line. So first and 15. Let me see. Oh, I don't mind shopping. Yeah, we'll look in a minute. I'll get carried away. I'll spill something on it. 3:03 left in the ball game.
Finally getting that swag you were talking about.
Weeb pitches back to Rodriguez. Has some room up the left side to the 30. To midfield. Looking for a block. Stiff arm. He's going to get them all. Run it all the way. 72 yards. 72 yards for Rowan Rodriguez to the house. I love it. Rowan Rodriguez with a 72-yard run to the house. And Loop takes their first lead of the ball game, 61-56 with 2:47 left.
Longhorns getting ready to kick off. Drummers, if you can help me out, please.
And Rodriguez will try the 2-point kick. Snap back, hold down, kick is up. Laundry on the field, hold everything. The kick's no good. Hold everything. We'll see if Lorenzo denies the penalty. Yeah, they will. Lorenzo will decline the penalty. So the 2-point conversion no good with 2:47 left in the ball game. Loop 61. Lorenzo 56. Back in a moment. You're watching Loop football on Seminole TX Media. Hey, Loop's got their first lead. Welcome back to Loop. Rob Franklin, Tabitha Franklin on Seminole TX Media. The Loop Longhorns had one play, a 72-yard run. Beautifully done by Rowan Rodriguez. The 2-point conversion was no good with 2:47 left in the ballgame. It's Loop 61, Lorenzo 56. Loop got a timely stop deep in their own territory and converted it on one play. And Mr. Blackman brought me a shirt. I dig it.
Hooking you up with that swag.
Little swag. Line drive, squibber kick, mishandled by Lorenzo, and it'll knock them back to their own 20-yard line, and so that will help the Loop defense.
Ball will be placed around the 21-yard line.
So Lorenzo will start their own 21. 2:44 left in the ball game. Loop needs a stop here. If you're still with us, shout-outs at 432-212-4311. Get your Seminole Indian football tomorrow night, 6:15 pregame show, 7 o'clock kick on all platforms as the Indians host Denver City for senior night. We'll get you the senior night activities in the pregame show. That's followed by the West Texas Friday night scoreboard show, which will have wrap-ups from both of these games. And then Maiden volleyball at Greenwood Saturday at 12 noon. Lorenzo with pressure, and the throw is incomplete. Good pressure there by 19, Brian Weeb. Incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 15 from the Lorenzo 21. 2:39, the clock is stopped.
21-yard line, be 2nd down and 15.
Real quickly for Seminole people watching, Friday and Saturday girls golf at Hobbs, New Mexico. Maiden volleyball at Greenwood Saturday. Cross country will run at May Simmons Park. The Aqua Tribe will be swimming at Fort Stockton on Saturday. Choir will be at All Region at Lubbock Cooper, and speech will be in Abilene. Saturday and Sunday, drama will have a black box theater production. And then tennis on Tuesday hosts Levelland. Other than that, nothing going on in Seminole. Garcia back to throw to Garcia. Marciano, and he's brought down for no gain. Again, beautifully by Landon Lowen. And what's important is the clock keeps moving at 3rd down and 13. 2:17 and counting. On the 4th quarter scoreboard, Loop 61, Lorenzo 56. The Loop Longhorns looking for their first win of the season. 3rd down and 13 for Lorenzo from their own 24. Phillips in the shotgun, and now Lorenzo has asked for a Gaines Gym timeout, and we'll take it with him. A minute 54 left in the ball game. Back after this, you're watching Loop Longhorn football on Seminole TX Media. We're back from the 2-minute timeout here in Loop, Texas, Northeast Gaines County. The Loop Longhorns up 61-56 at the 2-minute timeout over the Lorenzo Hornets. 3rd down and 13 for Lorenzo from their own 22-yard line. And Phillips lined up in the shotgun with Savvy Garcia behind him. The Loop faithful bouncing the stands. Getting after it. And now Lorenzo gets called for moving a little mustard on the lettuce. And the Loop crowd forced that. The Loop crowd forced that false start. The Loop crowd getting loud and crazy is what caused that to happen. Now it's 3rd down and a long way. To Phillips, he'll pitch it forward and now pitch it back to Garcia, and he'll be run down, forced out of bounds beautifully by Landon Lowen. And that'll bring up 4th down for Lorenzo as they'll spot the football at the 27-yard line of Lorenzo. 4th down, and we'll call it 10. 4th and 10. 4th and 10 for Lorenzo from their own 27-yard line, a minute 55. If Loop can get a stop here, they could ice this thing out. Here's a big play, 4th and 10 for Lorenzo from their own 27. The snap and pitch back to Garcia. The throw out to the left side, incomplete, and Loop will force Lorenzo to turn it over on downs for the 2nd possession in a row. And now we're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct on the Lorenzo coach. He's looking for an interference call, and the Lorenzo coach is really looking for an unsportsmanlike conduct. That'll cost him at least 15 yards, and it might get him an ejection. Let's take a Gaines Gym timeout. We'll come back right after this. All right, back from that Gaines Gym timeout, which we really don't sponsor on this, but that's all right. The coach for Lorenzo, Brian Sepkowitz, kind of lost his mind over there on an interference, thought there was an interference call on the sideline. It's be 2 15-yard penalties, and he's been ejected from the football game. And anytime there's an ejection, there's an opportunity on an ejection for Sepowitz to have a meeting in Austin. So they're going to mark off the full yardage. And Loop will have great field position after Lorenzo turns it over on downs. It's a shame that something like that happened at the end of this game to kind of tarnish what Loop has done. Loop has made a great comeback. They trailed the entire ball game until the over on downs.
Mm-hmm.
And then
It was basically until the final 2 minutes before they finally made their comeback and their lead, and then that event took place.
So Loop will take over on the Lorenzo 7-yard line, 1st and goal. 1:49 left in this one, and the Lorenzo coach has been ejected.
Let's go, Longhorn fans.
Weeb under center. Hands off to Rodriguez. Coming right side. He'll keep it inbounds and be forced down. The clock will keep moving. Might have got a yard or two. And it appears Rodriguez is slow getting up. Don't want to see that happen. And he is up. And now Lorenzo has called a timeout, and we'll take it with him with 1:39 left. Loop with the lead, 61-56, back after this. Welcome back to Loop. 2nd down and goal for Loop from the Lorenzo 5-yard line. 1:39 left in the ball game. Loop's going to have a chance to come away with a win here.
I don't hear that Longhorn spirit, ladies and gentlemen.
So Weeb under center. Esquivel beside him. They'll hand it to Esquivel. He'll be dragged down for a loss. That's going to keep the clock moving. And now Lorenzo's going to call another timeout with 1:30 left. So we'll take a break and come back right after this. All right, back here at Loop, the Longhorns up 61-56, 1:30 left. One timeout left for Lorenzo. 3rd down and goal at the 5-yard line for Loop. Quick pitch back to Rodriguez. Ball fake coming left with a block to the 3. Gets close. Touchdown Loop. A 5-yard run by Rowan Rodriguez. So Rowan Rodriguez sticks it in the end zone for Loop, and the Longhorns are on their way to their first win of the season. What a play, Tabitha.
That was a great play, Rob. Absolutely perfect.
3 plays and 7 yards for Loop. on the drive. And now Esquivel to try the extra point with an 11-point lead here. This can make it 13. It's already kind of out of reach. This could completely put it out of reach. Snap back, hold down, kick up, has the distance. It's no good. Loop leads 67-56. You're watching Loop Longhorn winning football on Seminole TX Media. Welcome back to Northeastern Gaines County. Your Loop Longhorns up over Lorenzo 67-56. Didn't get their first lead until deep into the fourth quarter, and now they've extended that lead to 11 with 1:20 left in the ball game. Longhorns looking for their first win. The Lorenzo head coach has been thrown out of the ball game. And Rowan Rodriguez will kick off for Loop. 1:20. Deep kick goes way back. And it'll die dead at the 1, and now Lorenzo will have to run with it. Out to the 10, looked like a hold, no call. Good return out to the 35-yard line for Lorenzo by number 3, Azarian Luna. Lorenzo at their own 35. 1st and 15. Loop scored on a 5-yard run by Rowan Rodriguez. 1:30 left in the ball game. So 1st and 15 from the Lorenzo 35. Garcia flushed, going left. He'll air it out, has a receiver, and it is overthrown to bring up 2nd down and 15 with 1:04 left in the ball game. It's been a long time since you watched a 6-man game. Having fun?
I'm having a blast.
I dig it. How about them Loop Longhorns?
Woohoo!
We're going to have to recharge that sucker.
Yep.
We can charge it on the way home. We can plug that thing in the car on the way home. Tabitha Franklin doing the work on the camera and the scoreboard. Appreciate you. 2nd down and 15 for Lorenzo. Loop with an 11-point lead, 1:04 left to get their first victory. Lorenzo back to pass with Garcia. He will throw it out, complete to Phillips. Up past midfield into Loop territory, but brought down beautifully by Rowan Rodriguez. Clock will stop as they set the chains. No, it's still moving at 46 seconds. 3rd down and about 6 for Lorenzo. Back to Garcia, being pressured by Weeb. They're forcing him to the sideline. The throw across the middle will be incomplete. And now that's going to bring up 4th down for Lorenzo in Loop territory. 4th and about 6, or we'll call it 7. 4th and about 6 or 7 from the Loop 37-yard line. They got to get to the Loop 30 for a 1st down, so we'll call it 4th and 7.
And Rob, they've only got 34 seconds left on the clock before the end of this ball game.
And 1 timeout, and they've got to get a 1st down to keep the drive going.
Let's get rowdy, ladies and gentlemen.
4th and 7. Phillips takes a snap. Back to Garcia, being pressured. And now the throw downfield. Intercepted by Esquivel. Up the right sideline. A great pick by Dominic Esquivel. So Dominic Esquivel with the interception.
22 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
What an incredible ball game we've seen here tonight. 22 seconds left. Loop took their first lead with 7:08. Actually, with 2:47 left in the ball game. Loop took their first lead, 61-56. They forced Lorenzo to turn it over on downs. And then after multiple penalties after that over on downs,
Something to be rowdy about.
Loop would score again, and they're ahead 67-56. And now procedure on Loop.
Mustard on the lettuce.
Got a little mustard on the lettuce. It's going to cost Loop 5 yards there.
Almost said mustard on the field.
Mustard on, well, it could be.
Could work.
Mustard on the lettuce will be a 5-yard loss for Loop.
About 5 yards. Being placed about the 28-yard line.
Still 21 seconds on the clock.
They'll take the snap and kneel it. And the clock will move. Don't think Lorenzo will use their timeout, and Loop's going to win this. Loop beats Lorenzo 67-56. Loop goes to 1-3 on the season, and they'll be at Midland TLCA. And Lorenzo falls to 2-3, and they will host Meadow next week. Tabitha, that was a lot of fun.
That was a whole lot of fun.
For Tabitha Franklin, I'm Rob Franklin. We're going to shut this money-making organization down, and we'll get back to Seminole and get ready to get you Indians football tomorrow night. Loop wins it, 67-56. Thanks for watching us on Seminole TX Media. Good night, everybody.